Hello, everybody. Welcome to Adventures in Asterie. Asterie is my homebrew D&D continent that I have created for your and my pleasure. I just made it sound like a condom. It's not. It's a continent. Welcome, and thank you so much for spending a little bit of your time with us today. Hello, Roll for Revelry. What's up? Welcome, and thank you again for hanging out with us. Tonight we're going to do part one of what I'm doing now is two-part adventures. And we're bringing back an adventuring crew, actually, that we've had before, and they have called themselves Horse Force. Just a few little announcements I want to tell you about. Real quick, one is that the music I use for my intro, for my break time, is by a lovely musician by the name of Yahenda. And I'm going to put his link in the chat now. You should check out his music. It's amazing. It's chill kind of electro pop stuff. But he wrote me an amazing sort of adventure theme, and I will forever be grateful. And then during the show, there will be a little bit of other music. This you can find on YouTube by somebody who goes by Avantgarde. And you can get this music as well and play it at home, play it when you're studying, play it when you're playing D&D, whatever, floats your boat. But like I said, my name is Saint Stella. I appreciate you very much hanging out tonight. Oh, and if anybody needs it or wants it or prefers it, there is closed captioning enabled on my Twitch, so you should be able to hover over the screen and click that, and that should help you out. And now, let's bring in our adventuring team and introduce them to you all. Hello, adventuring team. Hello, Horse Force. Welcome!
Hey.
How's it going, everybody? It's a little warm around here, ain't it?
Just a little.
Just a tad.
Yeah.
Just a tad.
Certainly.
Yeah. So we're coming at you. Everybody tonight happens to be in Toronto, in Canada. So hello to all of our international friends. We are experiencing the heat wave here, so excuse a little bit of sweat beads if any of us have it during this time. Let's go around and introduce yourselves. Tell me what you have going on, and I will put your links in the chat as I want to do. Let's go clockwise, starting in the center. Nathan, tell me about yourself.
My name's Nathan. I live in Toronto. I love Dungeons and Dragons, everything nerdy. My wife and I run a little kitschy sort of home decor thing that we call Funky Junk. Check us out on Instagram, Funky Junk Shop, if you're looking for Dungeons and Dragons related stuff. I got tons of it.
Amazing. Oh, and I forgot to say I use she, they pronouns. And Nathan, you use he, him pronouns en general,
Yep.
Yes? Wonderful.
Yep.
Okay, Babia, tell me what's going on.
Hello, my name is Babia Majora. I guess I do burlesque and drag, but who knows what's happening with that. I am also apparently streaming D&D a lot. So I've been doing some amazing stuff with Stella. I've also been doing some gaming with Anya Keister, who you can check out on Twitch, as well as Battle Babes, which is on the House Royale Twitch. Apparently that's my new thing. Otherwise, you can check me out on Instagram, Babia2_Majora, or if you just want to read my witty thoughts and complaints, you can check me out on Twitter, Babia_Majora.
As you do, you gotta play with their minds. Ray, tell me about yourself and your beautiful hair today.
Alrighty, so I am Ray Lockdust. I am a makeup artist. I really keep that a secret. That's one of the lesser known things about me, because I'm also a comedian, and that is where a lot of my focus goes to. You can find me on Ray Lockdust Comedy on everything, because I'm not creative. I don't have different underscore accounts. I just go for it. Ray Lockdust or Ray Lockdust Comedy. Okay, yeah, I do have different choices. Oh no, what am I saying?
We're here, we're queer, don't worry about it.
I'm always worried. It's how I never worry. I don't know. I'm gonna stop now. Lucas, on to you.
Lucas, tell me about yourself and your cape.
Well, I am Lucas. I'm a professional magician, cabaret performer. I do leathercraft. I do woodworking. That happens sometimes. My real life's pretty magic, but I play a lot of games. I've been playing Dungeons & Dragons since I was like 12, and I can't wait to see people in person now that I've got 2 vaccines. Magic isn't the same through a screen, but it's been a fun run, and I can't wait to get back out there and do stuff again. So I had my first live show, and now it looks like there'll be a lot of 25-person weddings for the rest of the season.
Hey, it's something. Roll for Revelry. Thanks for your raid. What's going on? Okay. So that's our peeps tonight. Like I said, if you've watched any of my D&D streams, you will know that all of this takes place in the same continent. But you can, jump right in. Each adventure is also a standalone adventure. So let's get going. Once we start in, we'll have you describe your characters as well. So, it's fall in the year 312. Each of our adventurers here have been to some extent spread out over the continent of Asterie since their resounding success of defeating the ghosts in the crypt at House Gallia back in Shorehaven. Recently, all of you have received a letter from someone who only signed it as the Tailor. The Tailor promised high risk and high reward, but would give no other details. Instead, they informed you that they were inviting you and your fellow comrades in Horseforce on this adventure, and that you are all to meet at the Ample Arbor Inn in Dwillim on this particular
Ample
day.
Arbor is such a good name.
The Ample Arbor. That's what this town is all about. On this particular day in September. So Dwillim is a lovely, sleepy, can be touristy in the summer town. Dwillim is mostly inhabited by halflings. These halflings celebrate their local deity, the Frog King. And formerly, you may have heard that it boasted of bountiful crops and a very popular winery. So what I'm going to do is go around and find out. So today is, let's go with, they asked you to be there on September 10th. It's September 10th today. You were there by today at the latest, but did you arrive early to scope out the town? And maybe what has your character been doing for the past 6 months or so? And also a short description of your character. Let's go the opposite way around. So Shiv, why don't you go first?
I have a feeling that I showed up probably slightly late, but I likely paid someone to be watching for me.
Okay.
So I'm guessing that I've talked to the Zentareem network and gotten the lowdown of what's going on around these parts.
Okay, tell me what you look like and your race and class.
I'm a wayfish half-elf with a handlebar mustache, so nothing like myself. I am sort of skulking in the shadows. I think I'm really hidden. But in this town of people that are super short and probably dressed in bright colors, I'd probably stick out like a sore thumb. But I'm like in deep lean. If it was like a 50s movie, I'd be smoking a cigarette. But...
You could be smoking other things. It's fine.
I could not look more like a spy, but I think I'm blending in.
Here in Dwillim, probably not. Birth Sky, tell me, what have you been doing lately? What do you look like? And when do you arrive if you're summoned to arrive for a mission by September 10th?
You see, I have been here since the beginning. I didn't know when I arrived because I've been on a pub crawl the whole time. My name is Bert Sky, centaur, barbarian extraordinaire, raised by bards with a song in my heart, and I have one.
Great. So you've been here, you've been like pub crawling across Asterie until you finally arrived here, maybe a few days ago, something like that. You're not sure.
Coincidence that it matches the letter I received.
Nailed it. Amazing. Bruce, tell me, when did you arrive here, and what's your bag? You're muted, I believe.
Oh, we lost your mic.
Hello, I know
Hi.
what I'm doing.
You're back.
I came just on time, I don't know how. I just kind of have this horse that I gained possession of a little while ago, and I don't know where it came from anymore. But I was just at this little town. I made some new friends. I hung out with my old one. You might have heard of them, Stormy. And I met this really cool dwarf named Kilgrid, and then Kilgrid, Stormy, and I just have been moving town to town, getting drunk. I left them a black braid with the top half, front half shaved. I wear a monk's robes. They're always kind of dirty, and I have a lot of flax hidden on me.
Nice. A lot of flasks.
A lot of just like prayer beads.
Sure. Two necessities.
Some of them have tiny corks in them.
But they all have strings tied to them, so I don't lose the corks.
Aw, it's like mittens. All right, Rug, what's been going on?
Okay, I'm Rug. I'm a big, giant half-orc who doesn't take crap from anybody. He's a gambler and a drinker. He's just been taking the name of the House of Gallia and like running it all over every bar because he's like, I saved those guys. Their house was in ruin. I came in and cleared out every single ghoul of their crypt. And that's what he's been doing, just bar to bar, crawling around, trying to make ends meet.
Amazing. Okay, and you're a half...
Oh, sorry. I'm a half-orc champion fighter. So I'm just like a big, nasty teddy bear with a gigantic sword and a shield.
A nasty teddy bear, I love it. Okay, so you have all arrived, sort of trickled into this town of Dwillim, this very small town, like wondering what in the god's name would you be needed for. I think most of you at this point think of yourselves as grand adventurers, and you've been called to this small town, but you like the idea of this letter saying high risk, high reward. I think that rang pretty true to all of you. So you are here, it's sort of towards evening, and I think Rug, Bruisley, and Bert Sky, you've met up, and you mosey over to the Ample Arbor Inn, and the sun is beginning to set. And the three of you are looking at each other like, where the fuck is Shiv? And just as sort of the sun, dips below the horizon, Shiv sort of like slinks in the door, thinking they look cool. It's like a 6.5 out of 10. And there you are all together. How do you greet each other after this long time apart?
Friend, here, friend. It is I, friend. You remember me, friend, over here. We are here with our other friends, friend. Hi.
I'm gonna slide a shot over to Shiv, and like...
This one you can't forget. I'll get one for me and one for Bert Sky.
This is just an inn. There's a pub across the road if you want.
Oh, I had my own shot glass.
Yeah, you did. I knew you did.
We and I are just drinking whatever they pull out of their cloak or whatever.
Can I help you at all?
Anybody know about what? I pull the letter out, and I pop her down, and I say, first time in town, looking for some advice on this tailor fella.
Oh, you're them. Oh, okay. I got a letter as well. Wonderful.
We are them.
Great. Nice to meet you. My name is Min Mason. I run the Ample Arbor. Welcome. Your rooms are covered. No problem. the tailor sent along actually some extra spending money for you. So if you want to go ahead, you've got 4 rooms here tonight. No problem at all. And if you want to go just across the street, there's a great pub. Food and drink here. Just let them know over there. Let Clara know that food and drink are covered. Tell them that Min sent you, and you'll be all set. And whenever you're ready, your rooms will be ready. Here you go, and they give you 4 keys. Oh, right here. I have a note from the tailor, and basically the note says in 3 short sentences. I'm very sorry I'm running late. I might be a couple days, but make yourself at home.
So everything is covered until the tailor gets here.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, they sent a lot of gold along and said to make yourself at home.
I like this guy already. Yep.
And then I cheers Rug and
Yeah. Well, I say we round this up and take it across the street, fellas.
Yeah, I'm going to go up to my room and change completely out of these stealthy spy clothes, and I'm going to come down dressed. I also have proficiency in disguise. I'm going to come down as a highborn, in a highborn disguise with a signet ring, and I'm going to try to just look really important.
You come down, you look fabulous. And you were directed across the street to actually a bar that looks a little cheesy to most of you. It's shaped like a large sort of keg, a large barrel,
nice.
with a door in the front. It looks very
We're
touristy.
at the Rainforest Cafe of the fantasy world.
Yeah. It's kind of like a tourist town, or they try to be a tourist town. So you walk on in. There's a handful of people here. It looks busy for the size of town you believe that this is. Mostly halflings. I would say 80% of the people you've seen in this town are halflings. The rest are a broad mix of other types. But here you are. You see a sign as you enter that this is called the Cork and Cask.
Okay, I'm just gonna mosey up to the bar and grab a drink. Say, I'm looking for Clara.
Oh, that's me. Welcome to the Cork and Cask. My name is Clara Clay. Welcome. You must be from out of town.
Min sent us.
Oh, wonderful. That's so good to hear. What can I get for you today?
All of it.
One of everything.
Yeah, whatever
Okay.
it is.
I'll take 2.
Okay, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. I very much recommend some Melville wine. We the wineries. Okay, will do. And you see her grab one of those big, those big bottles of wine.
The
like-
magnums.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
The
magnums.
Magnum.
I definitely recommend it. Here, you try it. And everybody roll me an insight check. First check of the night.
I rolled a
Ooh,
10.
I got a nat 20.
Okay.
16.
7.
On the alcohol, because come on.
Yeah.
Something
So-
funny about this wine.
Brizzly completely, and Bird Sky to an extent, notice that, Clara is try this, but there's something weird about the way she says, try this.
Okay, well, I'm a half-orc, so I'm, my natural inclination is to think that I'm invincible. So, I pour a tall glass.
Can
Slug
I
her
try
back.
to stop everyone from drinking it?
Sure, what do you do?
Yeah.
Rug, just have this for a second. I just switch it. Can I try to do a dex check or something to switch a flask?
Sleight
over?
of hand, for sure. Yeah.
21.
Okay. Rug, roll me a perception check just to see.
Perception, like the worst.
Yeah, pretty sure, but just to
okay.
check.
Oh, that's a 1.
You have no idea. You poured that wine, you blinked, and there it is in your hand. Great. But Bruisley has managed to put something else, some wine that they had tucked in their robes. It's nice. So like, yeah, it's a good wine. Great.
From my roll, can I tell if she's like nervous? Or
No, from a 21, she's not nervous. She's literally like curious for you to try it. Like it's not shady, but there's like an extra of like, you should try this.
While this was happening, I want to say Bert Sky was drinking it.
Oh, in that case,
Let's just all be adults here and know what happened.
yeah. So, Bird's Guy, a rush of energy flows through you. Your vision sharpens, and whereas a few minutes ago you were kind of tired from the like journey and the many days of drinking and the pub crawls, you feel like clear-eyed, literally bushy-tailed. You feel great.
I feel like no one here is going to be able to perceive the difference with Birth Sky because that's just a description of Birth Sky.
Bird Sky, go ahead and give yourself 10 temporary extra hit points.
Oh shit. Does Brett Sky say anything?
Huzzah!
Okay.
I didn't feel huzzah. They definitely look like they're having a better time than I am.
What is this special wine?
You ask the bartender?
Yes.
So Clara says, okay, so you're the adventurers, right? Min told me that you would be coming in and working for the tailor on some project.
That's us.
Supposedly.
Okay. So here's the thing. The winery, right? Melville Winery? It wasn't always called Melville Winery. It was bought out about a year ago or so, maybe a little less. And the wine is like amazing, right? Like
Yes. Oh, yes.
yeah, it's so
I don't know. Just seemed
good.
kind of like regular wine to me.
Really? Huh. Most people really love it.
I don't know what to tell you.
I am trying to sense whether they have a theory as to why this wine is so good.
Insight
I
check.
want to see if they think that they're holding something back from us.
Sure. Insight.
My insight is plus 4, so 18.
Okay. They're like, you sense that they're like about ready to spill their guts. They actually really want to be honest with you because they're like, there's finally somebody important I can tell about this. So they kind of like haven't had a chance to talk to anybody who could do anything about this till now. So as soon as she like saw you come in, she was like, that's why she was like, taste this wine. Tell me what the fuck is up with this wine.
So I'm going to lean in at that point now. Between you and I mean, you're clearly a woman who knows her way around a winery.
Mm-hmm.
There's something special here, isn't there? Is it worth a tour? What's going on over there?
Well, so here's the thing. Like, I don't really know. Like I said, so okay. There's definitely something going on. I have no idea what it is. But so my wife Marina, so we also have a small farm, and the produce usually goes to the bar here, right? But lately, and I have no idea how this could even be connected.
I love a farm to table.
Right? Oh my god, it was really popular. And it still is, because let's be honest, not a lot of options around here. Anyways, so lately it's been really hard to grow crops. But the wine is amazing. I mean, it's not like, here, let me get you a plate or something. Can I just bring you a little amuse-bouche?
Yeah, bring it on.
I'm gonna like take a sip of the wine and then I switch Rug's glass back so it's the special wine.
It's amazing. You feel like
the second. Oh, sorry. I was
No,
just
that's
gonna say
okay.
the instant that she's off arranging food, I'm gonna pull everyone close and go and ask: is anyone particularly good amongst us at sensing magic? There's definitely something afoot here.
Nope. I
You're
Yeah,
looking
looking
at
have the
the wrong
ability to
guy.
detect magic. Cool. All right. Interesting.
I think I am. Oh,
I
no,
think we
never
may
mind.
need to restructure this company.
The only way that I
think-
detect magic is by running into it.
Oh, I have actually. I think I have detect magic, just naturally running or something. Or as an ability.
Just naturally running.
Yeah. I just detect it.
Oh, that's a thing you do? Okay.
I think it's the thing I have.
I don't think you do.
No.
No.
No, that's
Oh, wait.
I want Burst Guy to actually like say that and then be like, no, that was a dream.
sorry. That's future bird sky.
You actually do. You have magic awareness.
I knew
Nice.
it. Okay.
Yeah.
And
I
they just
know
ranked
it.
this, so I feel like they definitely get a sense of things.
Yeah, I'm very aware.
You like cast magic awareness. Make sure you mark that off. There's like a trace. There is not a spell on this wine or anything. There's not a direct. But it's like, maybe. Like, you know when you drink a wine and you're like, is this in an oak barrel? It's like there's maybe like a vague magic on it, but it's so like kind of far away.
My hypothesis is it was made in something magic.
Druids.
Fucking druids.
Maybe the crops that they use are magicked.
Well, she said that there's some sort of blight going on, right?
Who
You
knows
could keep
if
asking questions. She is right here.
She brings back a plate of food.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna eat the food.
Yeah, it's a nice platter. And you go ahead, and everybody like who wants to has a taste. It's okay.
But not like the wine.
No, not at all. Like quite
Okay.
the opposite. It's fine.
And so you were saying that the food quality has changed?
Yeah, like it's harder to grow. It doesn't taste as nice. I swear to you, normally like our food is amazing. We grow it ourselves, but like I know, and I'm not gonna lie to you, you're adventurers, right? So cool. Like it's not great.
So are you saying that you think this winery may have been receiving some sort of like bountiful fortune while the people around them are sort of suffering?
I don't know. That doesn't make any sense to me. But
I think we've seen something like this before, Horse
I'm just gonna be like, magic. Yeah, that's what I do.
The House of Galea had been receiving bounty, and they made a deal with a dark god.
huh.
I'm sensing a common thread here, Horse Force.
Do they
Horse Force
have any connection to the House of Galea?
Do you ask that
Yes.
to Clara?
Hell, yeah.
To who?
Clara.
Yeah.
Oh, Clara, whoa.
I'm Clara.
Okay.
Yeah, I asked that to Clara.
Who? House of Galea? I never heard of them. Where's that?
There's no way they've heard of this second-tier noble in this far-off land. I
I mean,
think
you
that,
never know. Nobles need summer homes. I mean, need is a
Especially
strong
once by
word.
the ocean.
Nobles have summer homes.
You are
That's true.
quite far away. Like, I will just let you know, you're probably like a good week on horseback away from where you
I
were.
don't know what.
You're in San
geography is.
Francisco asking about a Toronto city councilor at this
Yeah,
point.
yeah.
You guys know Gorth Perks?
I want to, because this wine seems to have these like bonus fun properties, I want a sizable quantity of it. I'm going to attempt to use my mage hand because I have ledger domain, I'm able to do sleight of hand with it. I'm going to try to steal a bottle, like a gallon of this wine, and pass it out a window that I can go collect it out of the alley later.
Weren't we just given a magnum?
She already literally gave you 2 gallons of it.
Then I'm not going to bother with any of that. I'm just going to pay more attention in the future.
You don't need to pay for it.
Okay, well, I guess my suggestion is, like, I'm gonna finish drinking and eating to my fill, And then I think I'm gonna go turn in for the night, and in the morning go examine this winery if everybody else is
Wine
down for that.
tours!
I
Yeah,
think tonight we
let's
need
do
a
it.
little more research, and then I just pour everyone another glass.
Good job.
Glug, glug, glug.
So everybody who has some of this wine, you get temporary hit points. They only last until you take a long rest, or obviously until you get hit and they're gone. But they are great. And Clara it says to you before you leave, so anyways, I think that if you could figure out what's going on with the crops, the town would be super in your debt. And we'd be able to, I don't know, probably give you some wine, give you a place to stay. I know you're big fancy adventurers, but we could definitely pull together some sort of reward. It'd be really great.
Good job. Meeting you has been the award. And
thank you.
She lets me.
But also, adventuring is expensive, and
Yeah, I mean, sure, we could definitely figure it out. It's really exciting meeting you all, by the way.
Rug and
we will
horse.
see you tomorrow.
Okay, great. If you wanted, I'm pretty sure that the winery does tours, so you could just go. I think they open at 10 a.m.
This is the best adventure we've ever done.
Brunch! Horse Force does brunch.
Do they do brunch?
They don't, but you could come back here.
Love it.
Done.
Okay. We do a nice huevos rancheros.
Okay, so I guess I'm gonna, like I said, finish up my meal and then head across the street to go to sleep.
Okay.
Is there
Right.
is there anyone else in the pub?
Yeah, there were a handful of people. There were about 6 people in there. 4 of them were halflings. There was a human and an elf, and they were just having a chill dinner.
Right.
Most of them were drinking the wine.
Anyone making eye contact if I'm looking over?
Roll me a perception check.
Good questions, Bird Sky.
7.
Bert's got hair.
You're a little busy drinking this amazing wine and trying to flirt with the bartender. That whatever
Trying.
people, succeeding. Anybody want to do
She's a
anything
married
else
woman
this
now.
evening?
We'll just point this
I mean, it's true, but you don't know the morals
true.
around here.
I very much don't. I don't even know the morals around here where I live. So.
You know?
Bert Sky was raised in a gay poly commune. They were just oh, marriage, that's something people do sometimes. I like it. It's
Hilarious. Yeah.
I'm going to just sort of move casually around the bar, like I'm looking at the. I assume this is kind of like a franchise place with a bunch of crazy crap on the wall.
It's probably not a franchise, but it's probably something that somebody saw and was you know what? It'd be fun and we'd attract more business if we looked like a cask. Wouldn't that be hilarious? It's kind of okay.
So I'm gonna just walk around sort of investigating the curio in the bar, but I'm really just trying to overhear people's conversations.
Okay, roll me a perception check. Real
Using
dice.
my heavy brass dice.
Ooh, those are pretty.
My little tiny leather satchel. Okay. 15 plus spell, or you want perception.
Perception.
19.
Okay, so you walk around, and for the most part, people are just how was your work week? Oh, another hard day on the farm. I don't understand why the asparagus is not growing. But you walk by one table, and the only interesting table was, are you going to the party tomorrow? Yeah, I got an invite, did you? I did, but I didn't get a +1. I can't even bring my girlfriend. Oh, that's...
I am skilled at forging documents, and I am going to attempt to get a peek at one of these. Does anyone have their, are they showing their invitation, or are they just stating they have one?
They're just talking about it.
Okay, I'm going to attempt to pickpocket the individual who was talking about the invitation. I'm only going to pull something out if I feel something that feels like an invitation. Otherwise, it's just a casual what's in your pocket.
Okay, roll me a sleight of hand.
All right. I'm going to get us all murdered right here. This is going to be great. That's what rogues are for.
Yep.
Oh, okay. Fortunately, I have a +9 in sleight of hand,
Oh my
so
God.
13.
Okay. So this person sort of like, you pluck something out of their pocket that feels like a piece of paper, and they look, and they're like, oh, hi. It seems like
so
they
I'm
felt
quickly,
you like
I'm gonna
luring
put
over
it
them,
behind my
but
back.
yeah.
I'm gonna quickly put it behind my back as I like attempt to distract them with like a formal introduction with my fake ducal personality.
Okay. Hello.
So I'm going. Hello, how are you? I'm on a bit of a convoy, doing some reconnaissance as to where I might like to invest some future potential businesses. And I was wondering, you all look lovely. I mean, clearly you do well for yourselves. I'm curious as to what's business like in the area.
I mean, there's like, I think, a total of 4 businesses here. You know you're in Dwillim, right?
Yeah, Dwillim.
Yeah.
Isn't this the place with the winery?
Oh, yeah. Melville Winery does pretty good. Have you
Well, I
been?
see you're all enjoying it. Is it good stuff?
Oh, delicious. Yeah. You should definitely try
Excellent.
some.
Well, I very much appreciate all this information, and I'm going to, with my other hand, I'm going to fumble for like a silver, and like flick it to them. The next round's on me, folks. And in the act of them sort of like catching it and looking back, I'm going to like, I'm going to pocket the letter.
Okay. I mean, are you a half-elf?
I am?
That's amazing. Yeah. Haven't seen your like in a while. Nice to meet you.
Thank you.
Cool. Enjoy your stay in Dwillim.
I will. Are you hungry?
No, we're okay. And you look down and they have like a
give-
half-eaten food.
Okay. Do they have gift certificates here?
I doubt it.
Well, I have to use the washroom, but I do have more questions for you, and I'm just trying to get a reason to get away from them so I can investigate what I
Outhouse is out back.
Thanks kindly. And I like walk outside to look at what I borrow.
And you could for sure hear on your way out, that was really weird. Is that how elves act? I don't know. Yeah. That was
like in real
strange.
life.
Yeah. That was a mess. You look down at your hand and it's a shopping list.
Dang it. I'm not going to bother returning it. I'm just
Yeah.
going to, like, get rid of it.
No, they're eggs.
But I want to see how that conversation goes.
Yeah.
I'm sure you do.
Dang it, where did I put my... Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, you know, people don't necessarily carry on them an invitation to a party that's the next night. Do you know what I mean?
It depends whether it's like a prestige event that maybe you want to show off.
Maybe.
But this was clearly not, and now I know what they eat. Look great.
Yeah. Asparagus, Melville
They're
wine.
buying asparagus? They work on an asparagus farm.
Look,
It's
Got
not
really
growing
bad.
well, though.
They're not yeah.
there's yeah. Okay, so do you want to go to bed and like go to the winery in the morning? Do you want to explore a little more? Do you want to do anything else in the cork and cask?
No, like I said, I'm just stuffing my face until Force is ready to turn her in for the night.
While I'm outside here, like, disappointed by a shopping list, is there any other buildings in town that have anything going on?
Okay, so roll me a perception check.
A lot. 20 plus. I'm not sure exactly what, though.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have a look out, and there's like a few torches like lit along the streets. It's not like by now it's night. It's probably 9 o'clock at night, but there are, it's a nice small town that like lights their torches at night. So you look around, and you would say that you're sort of on the main drag, and you see only a couple buildings. You see the Ample Arbor Inn, the Cork and Cask where you are. You see another like building that's sort of just slightly down the street, and you can see with that check The sign says Nesters, Nectars, and Niceties. You see another like small little sort of hut that says Bingus's Pies. And then you see way up the street what you assume is the winery. And you sort of see like it's sort of up the hill, because you can, even from here, you can tell that there's like the vineyards behind it and there's two buildings. And that's kind of anything that's of note.
I desperately hope that Bingus is a part of our adventure.
It can be.
Anything can be if you adventure hard
Well,
enough.
I'm guessing the pie shop isn't too active in the evening hours.
Everything else appears to be closed.
Okay, so yeah, I'm done.
Yeah. Anything else anybody wants to do?
No. Ta. Bert Sky wants to make friends, but no one wants to be friends with Bert Sky. Okay, Bert Sky will slumber.
Yeah, it's a real sleepy town. Okay, so you head
Sleepy
back
town.
to the Ample Arbor. You've got your keys. Do you want to do anything overnight, or do you just take a cozy night's rest in this lovely inn?
Cozy rest.
Cozy rest.
Cozy rest. So everybody, take a long rest. Nobody really, I don't think, expended much, but your your temporary hit points are gone. But that's it. So you can hit your long rest button or whatever. You go to bed pretty early, and you have gotten the advantage of a long rest. But about 30 minutes before dawn, you are all awakened. You're all sleeping on the same floor, and you hear a voice saying, wake up! Wake up! Quickly, we need your help! Please, can you come out?
Jump out of bed.
I jump to action. I sleep in my monk's robes.
Sure.
You know, we live very frugally.
Oh shit!
Spend
I
all
gotta
my
get
money
my
on
armor
alcohol.
on. That takes time. You know what? I don't jump out of bed. Slowly, Bruce Lee's right. I have a lot of armor. I gotta put on my armor.
Okay, a couple of you sort of, I guess, poke your heads out. You do whatever. Min is before you, and she says, okay, so here's the thing. I can't believe this happened. We have adventurers here. This is actually bad. This is not good. So Clara apparently never made it home last night. I don't know what happened. She closed up the cask, and I don't know what happened, but she never made it home to Marnie, and thanks for the follow. We have your adventures, right? Like, maybe could you come check it out? I don't like this is okay. I don't think I need to tell you again. This is Dwillim. Things like this don't happen. I don't know what to do.
Okay.
The investigation begins. Tell us all of the details that you know, if there was any more than what you just said.
I think the first one is, would she have gone anywhere else? Does she have parents here, a lover, a sibling?
I don't think so. I mean, I think her family lives here. They live up the hill. But there's no reason she wouldn't go to their house at all. I don't think. I mean, there's no reason. Like, she should have gone home for sure. Do you want to?
Can you see the bar from the windows of the inn?
Yes, it's right across the street.
Okay, I'm just gonna peek out the window and just from a bird's eye view, just see if I can see anything amiss, for open windows or refuse or whatever.
Roll me a perception check.
12.
It looks like a bar that is well closed up. There are no lights on. All the doors are shut. All the windows are shut. From the front, you are looking at it from the front. So they're across the street from each other. You're looking at it. It looks like a closed up bar.
Okay. I'm gonna get dressed and get ready to go take a closer look.
Do you want to? So, do you want to check out the bar? Do you want to go to? I don't know. What do we do now? Do you want to go to Claire's house?
Let's
Do you want to?
let's go to
Once
the bar.
Yeah. I
And
agree.
then-
Once
yeah,
I'm
and-
kitted up and we're all downstairs.
We'll meet you at the bar, and then perhaps you can take us on the route that she would take home.
Oh, okay. Okay, sure.
Don't touch anything.
Okay. I haven't even been to the bar yet. I just, Marini came to see me. I was sleeping downstairs, and then, I don't know, she thought that I would have seen,
Who came to see you?
Claire's wife, Marini.
And where was she off to?
Well, she was at home.
Yes, but where was she? Was she heading back home?
Oh, right now? Oh, she went
Yeah.
across the street to the bar.
She's at the bar now?
Well, she was like, yeah, that's where she was going.
Okay, then I would suggest I'm going to keep my window open. Go check on her. If you see anything, yell. It'll just take me a moment to gather my things. Some of us take a little longer to get ready than others.
Okay, Shiv, you take the outside. I'm gonna run a perimeter around the bar and see if I can like scope any. You know, 'cause I'm a soldier. I was an ex-soldier, so I'm gonna set up kind of a perimeter around the bar, make sure nobody's going in and out, so that Shiv has a good crime scene to look over. No contamination.
I'm gonna go talk to the wife.
Okay, so you all eventually kind of do it this way. Leave the inn, go across the street to the bar, but all kind of meet outside before anybody's gone inside yet. So out here is the four of you. There's Min from the inn. Nope. And Marini, who is Clara's wife. And you're all sort of standing out front. And what do you say?
I'm gonna say I know this might be hard to talk about, but we need to know everything. Did you have a fight? Did something happen that maybe Clara would go somewhere else after work?
No, nothing happened. I don't know. She always gets home around 1 a.m. after she closes up, and I waited and then she never came. And then I looked around the farm, and then she wasn't there. I went up and down the street, and I couldn't find her. So then finally, I went and woke up Min, and I don't know what to do. Like, she's never not come home.
I'm gonna lean into Shiv and say, you just let me know when you need me to pull the intimidation. You know, I'll make the mean face as soon as you need it. I'm here. And then I just sort of step back and give like an intimidating presence.
I'm going to attempt to. Yeah, I'll good cop if that's what you need.
That's it.
So I'm going to lean in and say we just met your charming. We're speaking with Min and with the wife.
Yeah. So Min and Marini are here.
Okay, so I'm going to lean in towards Marini and say we just met your charming wife today. She spoke very highly of you, Marini. I'm sorry that this tragedy has occurred, but don't worry. We're used to these kinds of high-risk situations. We'll get to the bottom of this. It's terrible for this to happen to anyone, but it couldn't have happened at a better time. Do you have anywhere where you suggest we start looking? Was there any rumors about town? Was there anyone new to town around lately? Other than us, of course. Yeah.
I mean,
I'm not hiding your wife in my cloak, so.
Honestly, no, nothing's new. I have no idea. She usually, I think closes up, goes out the back door, and then walks home. It's not more than a half-hour walk home.
I see. Stay here with my compatriots. They're big and strong, and nothing will happen to you or anyone else this evening. I'm going to go take a look at that back door. Actually, Babia, I could use your keen eyes.
Roselli?
Yeah, so...
Your pretend self.
Rosella, you Babia, I could use your good eyes.
Sure, I think we should also ask, I'm also going to ask the wife, you've had a chance to look around before we came here. Did anything look out of the ordinary?
I honestly, I didn't really look around. I just noticed that it was all shut and locked up. I didn't go inside. I only like poked her on the back, and then it looked like for sure she had left. So, nothing looked out of the ordinary to me.
All right, let's go look.
Where'd
Back
it
to
go?
our investigations.
Yep.
Yeah, so
That's what
that's
happens.
higher.
So roll.
I get
Roll.
proficiency on this, right?
I mean, I'll give you advantage for that. Sure. Yeah, it's only fair. So go ahead. Yeah, roll it. Roll investigation or nature. It depends what you're looking for. So are you looking at like the door, the state of the like building? Are you looking for tracks or for footprints? If you're looking for tracks or footprints, it's nature. If you're looking at like the building, it's investigation.
I am much more used to town living than I am a country mouse, so I think I'm going to be more looking at the building itself and more detective than ranger.
Investigation.
$17.
Okay. So you notice that like the door's shut. It looks perfectly normal. Nothing appears to be disturbed at all with the door. All the lights are out. It looks like somebody locked up and left in terms of looking at the building.
Let me try nature. Let's see how that goes. I got a 9.
There's some tracks out here for sure. It's sort of hard in the dark to tell what's going on or where they're going.
Upon noticing Bruzelli attempting to look at dark tracks, I will I'll spark a torch back here if it's that dark.
Sure.
And then I guess I'll assist upon looking.
Okay, try a nature check yourself. Go ahead. I've been talking on stream for like 5 hours at this point.
Yeah, that was last time we played. I did a 4-hour show before I.
Yeah.
Okay, so nature, 11.
Okay, so you notice a little bit more that like unusually, it seems like there's like not just tracks that sort of head around the building and up the main road. It looks like there's some tracks, or at least some markings in some way, heading back into where sort of fields and stuff start behind the building.
I say we ask if there would be a reason for her to go back there, and also maybe get pointed in the direction that she would walk home.
Okay, so if you ask that, I'm mixing up the people. Min is very excited to meet adventurers. Marini is a little more chill. So Marini says, well, our house is about half an hour walk north, 20 if you're walking quick. Behind there, I don't know, it's only brush and it heads to the hills. There's not much back there. I think there might be some farms, like, back past the fields that way. I have no idea why she would go back there.
I guess we have to check. I have one more question. Your wife had, not suspicions, but questions about the winery. Did anyone from the winery know about the questions? Was anyone upset about it?
Oh, was she running her mouth again about Melville? I don't know, like, it's really good wine, and sometimes she gets a little overexcited about things, I don't know, being one and the same. I think we've just run...
Do you agree with her assumption, though, that they seem to be the only one who's prospering currently agriculturally?
Well, sure, I mean, that's a fact, but people run into dry seasons, and I think that maybe, I don't know, grapes grow differently. We've just had a tough year.
Compatriots, what is the evening like? What are we looking at for moon?
It's almost full.
Okay, perfect. Compatriots, I suggest we follow and try to get towards the hills right now. Anyone who is doing anything nefarious is likely to have light. We should be able to travel without torches with the amount of moonlight that's available, and we're more likely to be able to come upon someone with the advantage of surprise on a moonlit night like tonight. Min, you two should bunker down together in case there is anything nefarious still hanging about. Keep care of each other. We will find your wife.
Oh my god, is this like a real adventure? I'm sorry, Marnie. Never mind. I mean, it's gonna be okay. Yep, we can go back to the inn. No problem. Do you need anything? Do you want?
Well, just one. You didn't answer my question of whether anyone from the winery knew about your wife's questions.
Oh, I don't think so. I mean, we don't go there much. I guess occasionally they have a party every few months. I think there's one tomorrow. Full moon. You know, this is the thing they do. Other than that, I don't know. I don't think so. People talk. It's a small town.
Do you have an invitation to this party?
Yeah, we do. I don't know if we're gonna go though.
Could we?
I mean, I guess we need to find her first.
Do
you know my
have it
wife?
on you?
No, why would I have an invitation on me? Can we focus? I'm sorry, is this what adventurers do?
We ask all of the questions.
Hate invitation. Well, I think time is wearing thin, and we ought to get started looking further into this matter. But as I said, please. Until we get back, stay together. I don't want to lose anyone else this evening.
Okay. I guess I could go stay at the inn with Min. I didn't mean that to be a thing, and it happens. Yeah, of course. I mean, go ahead. Like, I have 1 or 2 free more rooms. Do you think that's important? I mean, shouldn't she go home in case, I don't know, in case Clara comes home?
Well, why don't you both go to her home then? I don't want anyone alone on a night like tonight when people are vanishing.
All right, I guess I could call him back into the inn. Yeah, no problem. Okay, we'll figure it out. Go do the adventure. Again, I'm sorry. So they that's off. They kind of head off together, and they'll probably end up back at the homestead because, maybe Clara will wander home. But are you heading sort of behind? You'd be heading sort of west-ish, just sort of behind the main drag towards where it turns into fields and hills. If you want to go that way.
I think I'm going to try to scout out in front a little ways, extra stealthy. And if you all would like to keep together behind me, I'll shout should I hear anything.
Sounds good. You point, I march.
Rug is just like, yeah, okay, whatever.
I have minus in intelligence, minus in wisdom, minus in charisma. I am
still
useless. Well,
a level 5.
I refuse to believe Rug had that little charisma.
Oh, goose eggs, man, goose eggs.
Wow.
So, yeah. Where are we marching?
Okay, so, Shiv, how far ahead of the group would you like to go, though?
Just sort of, like 10 feet, 20 feet in front. Just enough that I'm sort of darting tree to tree, so that if I might happen to get a couple of extra seconds, to be able to warn them.
Okay, first of all, roll me a stealth check. And everybody else, even though you're ahead by, let's say, 20 feet, everybody else roll me a stealth check just to see how everybody's moving along.
I'm going to kind of, like, hang back just because I'm slow.
Okay.
I have tiny legs.
I rolled a 12.
Okay.
I got a 6, so I'm going to say I am...
Tromp.
I got an 18.
Yeah.
Okay. Bird Sky, what were you going to say?
I'm going to say I'm going forward in a way that I think is very stealthy and smooth and stepping on everything, but I think if I walk quickly, then the noise doesn't count.
crunch, 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 crunch.
Yeah.
Great. So the three in the back, even though Bruisely is back there, like, basically, like, taking a shot, and they're very quiet doing that. The two of you are, like, crunching every twig. But about 20 feet ahead, Shiv is relatively quiet. Shiv, since you're the furthest ahead, roll me a perception check.
14.
You hear ahead of you. Your best guess is about 50 feet.
I am going to attempt to make some sort of natural sound and warning, like a bird whistle or something.
What? Go ahead. Give me that.
Is that a nature check?
Actually, it's nighttime, so I guess I'll do an owl. Okay.
The three of you, tell me, based on your character, would you understand that that's your friend making a signal?
Yeah,
100%
I'm an ex-military soldier, so I might be familiar with, like, call signs, like, communicating with other units of soldiers in the dark.
I love absolutely no.
Yeah. Britzka used to be a cop, so like minimal training, you know?
So only Rug kind of like, okay, let's go. And the other two are still just like trompsing along,
no.
having a drink. Oh, that's nice.
I love owls.
Oh no, we lost Rug's camera, but
Oh no.
I don't know, maybe he can still hear us. But I imagine Rug starts like doing one of these and like moving forward. Shiv, do you kind of wait a second or do you keep going?
I'm gonna hide and try to stay like as still as I can, breathe as little as I can, and listen as intently as I can.
Okay. Give me. Well, we lost you for a second, but there you
Battery
are.
swap.
Nice. Rug, do you indicate to your friends that you think that that was Shiv?
Of course, yeah, I'm like, phew, whoop, 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 down in the grass.
I think we're like doing a fun thing, and so I start like doing my praying twirly thing.
Okay, there's no self left.
I duck, but like I'm so big, it really like ducking doesn't do anything.
You're still like four times the size of Bruisely, even when you're ducked. Like,
I'm going to prep an action that if they pass by me, because I'm out in front and I'm hiding, and I'm very good at that. If they pass by me, I'm going to attempt to like make some sort of coup de grace on anything that passes close enough to me that I can shock them.
Okay.
I don't want to attack with deadly force, but I do want to like put them in a position of
Hit something at them? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so they come up not far because they clearly were all in their own little interpretation of what just happened. They're now maybe like 10 feet behind you. Shiv, because you're still in front, roll me one more perception check.
12 plus 4, 16.
You see with that, two shadows in front of you, heading what looks like right towards like a hillside. Like a small, like more like a hillock, if you will. This hillside is maybe only like 12 feet high. It's not like a mountain or anything. But you see two shadows moving towards it.
So they're walking away from us then?
Yes.
Towards this thing. Okay.
About 40 feet ahead of you at this point.
Okay, well, I'm gonna keep trying to use then, if they're on if I can perceive that they're making a beeline towards this thing, I'm going to try to slightly close the gap between us so that I can pick up more information. I'm more like.
Okay. Behind like trees and whatever.
Yeah.
In the corn. Okay, one last stealth check. Let's see who gets the jump here.
I got a 3.
I got a 12 plus 9, 21.
Okay. Actually, because everything's happening at once, Bird Sky and Brizelli roll me at stealth as well, just to see if
I
you're
got
all
an
moving.
8.
To even
I
this
got a
out.
6.
Okay,
Yeah.
even though we're gonna this all happens at once. Shiv sneaks up. Shiv, you're within 20 feet. The three of you start following Shiv, making all kinds of clatter, and you see everybody at this point. You're close enough. The moon sort of like comes out of a cloud, and everybody sees these two hounds. They sort of like look like greyhounds, but double the size and sort of like red and black and shadowy. And they look at you and growl. Oh! Everybody roll for initiative. Da, 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 da.
Oh, who was that? Was that you?
What?
That sound?
That was me. Was it good?
Oh, that was crazy good.
Oh, good. Thanks.
Oh, that was incredible.
Thank you. Oh,
I
shit.
like ventriloquism did. I didn't even that was great.
Well, dang. Oh my god, hold on. I didn't even open the map because it came from another thing. Give me like 30 seconds while you roll your initiative. Let's launch this.
Okay.
I'm launching it,
I
okay?
didn't do an accent. I suppose I am intentionally, constantly faking my own identity, so my identities could have accents.
I literally for sure don't know how to do accents. So you're sort of here. The three of you, I'll show you this in a second. I'm just setting it up. The three of you are sort of a little bit behind. Let's do yoink. Whoops, don't yoink that yet. Come back.
Yeah.
Oh god. Okay, hold on, sorry. And we'll do this. We'll do this. We'll do this.
Finally, initiative. This is where Rug shines.
This is where it all happens.
Stella, did I manage to maintain stealth? Like
you are
group.
You're hidden, so if you attack first, you will get advantage. But hold on, I'm almost there. Sorry, everyone, I should have had this open. Life's hard when there's a lot of technology. I realize now, this is not important, but I will tell you about it. I was doing a stream earlier, and I realize now that everybody else has like producers and people help them who run the tech for them.
Oh,
and
yeah.
It's like, oh, that's a thing? I do it all by myself. Whoopsies. It's fine. Okay, share screen. Share screen.
It's great because you're learning to be the producer for somebody else's podcast.
Oh my god, honestly.
My Zoom magic show has 360 cues.
Yeah, that's not. Okay.
It
There
is.
we are. But I can still do it. So that's it. So it's
You're right.
nighttime. This is where you are. Imagine that it's night. These are these two hounds in front of you. Go ahead and let's.
Are they werewolves or hounds?
They're hounds of some kind. If on your turn you want to do a nature check, your death can. Okay.
Great, we get to kill dogs.
Look, I will tell you from straight up, they're not normal dogs. I'll give you
I
that.
figured.
Yeah. Okay.
I still feel like I kill wolves in games.
Yeah. I try not
That's
to do
okay.
any I don't do games where you're like you have to kill this innocent guard dog. So it's like sad. Okay. Rug, what's your initiative?
I have been waiting for the day where I get a rematch against the effing ghouls. Okay? I was unprepared
Okay.
in my last adventure. In this one,
It's a lot
these
of build
ghouls
up.
are gonna get smacked down.
Sure. What is your initiative? I hear you, but give me a number. 15. Okay, great.
15.
Awesome. Shoot. Bird Sky, what's your initiative?
19.
Nice. Dang. Shiv?
I got 17,
Nice.
but I'd like to petition for a surprise round.
You will get advantage because you're hidden. You won't get a surprise round. Petition failed. Bristly.
Extra round in the back.
I got a 9.
Oof. And then
I'm
these
in the back.
two.
It's fine.
No, that's good. You'll get whatever. Oh, I got a new dice too. I don't know if I told you, but the one side, I don't know if you can see it, says fuck, and the 20 side says yeet.
I have my pastel gay ones.
Oh my god, those are really
Dead.
pretty.
I make custom dice, Stella, so I'm gonna have to
Oh,
make
it's like
some
a-
roll dice.
I mean, you fucking will.
Multi-chromatic.
Shit, I gave everybody 2 initiatives. Get the fuck out of here! Okay. They rolled really high. Sorry, I rolled a nat 18. So that's a 20. Okay, let us put this in order, in descending order. So, these things turn around and they see you. Actually, just before we start, let's do this. Everybody roll me a nature check so you can see if you know what these things are.
A 9.
17.
Got a 1.
Oh god, you're like, dogs! Okay.
I love dogs.
Do you like that?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I like that. Only Bruisely out of those checks. These are by no means normal dogs. In fact, with that check, these are by no means, probably to your mind, things of this realm. These look, there's something
Like hellhound?
ish. I would say that's the closest maybe that you could think that these are. And oh god, let me put dramatic music on. I got this, professional streamer. Don't even worry about it. I really need to get a producer. Okay. And they attack. So we're gonna go ahead and thank you. Yep. Hopefully you can hear that. Let's open these. They've got a lot of fucking movement. So this first one, I'm sorry, not sorry. Yeah, easily it's gonna run. Actually, you know what? You are hidden. So let me do a perception check. That one does see you. I rolled a nat 15. So that one rolls up to you, Shiv, and it's gonna go ahead and first of all, it's gonna go ahead and yell out. Ah! And everybody, that one wasn't as good. Within 100 feet, which is all of you, will need to roll me a DC 13 Constitution saving throw.
I got a 4.
Yep, fail.
18.
Who said 18?
Me. 18, Rug.
You save.
The guy with the +3 bonus. Ah.
I'm choking on that sound I made. Should have done that to my throat. Bird Sky, what'd you roll?
Vocal thrills.
Sorry, 13?
13.
You just save. Shiv, what'd you roll?
I fail.
Okay. Brizzly and Shiv,
Yeah.
you are frightened. So, you cannot move towards this creature, and you have to use your movement to move away. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I got it back. And then they're gonna go ahead and bite at you. Oh! I rolled a nat 19. I like my yeet dice. So that's a 25 total.
Yeah, I'm not taking damage.
Yeah, Yark. Don't worry, it's fine. Don't worry about it. You take.
Remember, Stella, if you kill everyone, the stream ends.
TPK.
Yes, and you take 11 points of piercing damage.
Oh, you'd think so, right?
Yeah, and you take
I take half that because I uncannily dodged this whole attack.
amazing, but then you also take whoa, my god, I can't do math. 8 plus 6 is 14. You take 14 points of psychic damage.
Oh no.
Aha.
Fine.
Yep. Don't get bit by these guys. That's that one's turn. The other one is going to, let me see the distance here, because it's gonna have to, it probably does, it might not see Shiv. Well, let's see if it can just reach somebody else. Oh, it does not have 50 feet of movement, I don't think. No, it's got 40. Okay, so Shiv, roll me a stealth check, and I'm going to do a contested perception check.
All right.
Oh, you better roll well.
I got
I got a 16.
25.
Oh, dang. Okay. This one doesn't see you, but it does see its like buddy freaking out and biting somebody, so it's just going to move up. Lucky you, it isn't able to take an attack, but it will move up next to its buddy. That's their turn. And all your friggin' initiatives went away. Why? Grizzly, you rolled 8, right?
8 or 9.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Mine was 15.
Yep. 15. Shiv, yours was like 19 or something, right?
No, it was low. It was like 15.
Oh, 15? 15's not low.
Mine was 19.
Oh, yours. Okay, so Bird Sky, you're up.
All right, I'm going to charge forward.
Yeah, you are.
Oh wait, actually no. I'm going to go into a rage first.
Horse.
Horse. Tell me again what your rage looks like.
Horse.
All right. All right. So, I get the usual like advantage on strength checks, melee weapon, everything. That is cool, but I also get the wild surge. When I enter my rage, I roll on the wild magic table to determine magical effect produced. So,
I actually have a wild surge table handy for no reason.
Ready to. But,
okay. Use yours then, because it might. Sometimes they're like all different. So go ahead and use yours.
Bird Sky unique.
That's so funny. I had one handy for no reason.
You knew, in your heart of hearts. So
random.
So random.
So, as I see my friend attacked by the dogs, I look around and the nature of the area, the flowers and vines begin to surge. They grow around me.
Oh.
Yeah, the ground within 15 feet of me is now difficult terrain, and this follows me.
Oh. Okay. Does that include for you or just for everybody else?
Difficult terrain would make it difficult for everyone, right?
But it says around them, so I would suggest that they can move freely, but every space around them is difficult terrain.
Okay.
That sounds
Yeah, I imagine it as a cyclone. So so I do this, and
so you're the eye of the storm essentially, and all around you is like all these weeds like tangling.
Exactly.
Love it. Okay, that's that square around you. We'll take it with you if and when you move. So amazing. You are raging. You've got a tangle of vines around you. What else?
Now I would like to charge, yes.
Dun, 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 dun. So you want to go with the north one that's attacking Shiv, or the one that's slightly to the east, yeah? Okay.
Oh yes, the one that is hurting my friend.
So you go there. Oh yes, I can take it with you. That's so good. Oh God. Come on. Okay, well, we're going to do it that way, I guess. Sure. And that's that around you. Go ahead and roll to attack. What you're just hitting it with your axe?
Nat 20, and I got a 26. I'm hitting with I have a charge attack.
Oh, okay, amazing.
So, yeah. So, that was cool.
That's so fucking good. And there's all these weeds, like, travel along with you. Your friends are like, the fuck? It looks awesome. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I got an 8.
That's 8 damage?
Oh, sorry, I did 8 damage.
Okay, but double your dice damage.
Oh, I think, doesn't D&D Beyond do this all automatically, I thought? Or...
It doesn't sound like that, did it? It must be more than that.
Alright, 16 then.
Plus...
Or wait, the dice damage, oh my god.
Just the dice. Just double the dice, and then add another 2 because you're raging.
Okay. I cleared it away, so I have to like just remember it.
It's probably like what's your axe is like a +2?
Yeah, it's 1d4 plus 3. I didn't use my axe, or actually it.
So -3, so that would be 10, so it'd be 13, so it'd be 15 total points of damage, right?
All right. Yeah,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Yeah,
Close to my guess at 16.
Yeah, that's amazing. Okay, so this thing looks, shocked, first of all, because you came sort of like charging forward with these weeds around it, and that was a good hit. It doesn't look like, super busted yet. These things are pretty powerful. I will take note, though, that it's nearing dawn. You think you're just a couple minutes before the sun sort of rises over the horizon, just as a note for you. And I assume that's your turn? Hacha.
Or unless I can just like grab them and like hold them down.
You don't have...
I think I have grapple.
You do, but you'd have to do an action for it. So you did your bonus action to rage, movement,
Yep.
and then Rug, you are up. Oh, I forgot to do something on your turn, but we're going to leave it. Rug, you're up.
Okay. How far are these? Each square represents what?
5 feet.
10
Yeah.
feet?
Yeah, so you're probably fine. You're 35 and 30 feet away.
So, I can't reach either of them from where I am, right?
What's your movement? Your
30.
movement is 30 feet. Yeah, you can definitely get right up to one of them.
Okay, so I'm gonna run straight up to the uninjured one, like, smash my shield, my sword against my shield, screaming in a rage, and tear towards it.
Great.
I have a silvered weapon.
Great.
I don't know if silvered does more damage on it, but I'm gonna hit it now. Oh, I gotta roll a hit, right?
Yeah, roll to hit.
Okay, where's my attack? Oh, 24.
Yeah, that hits. Go ahead and roll for damage.
Okay. Six on the first attack and 11 on the second attack.
You didn't roll to hit on the second attack.
Oh, sorry. Second attack is a 26.
Oh my god, yeah. Okay. So that's 17 total points of damage?
10 damage. Well, yeah. Yeah, sure.
Okay. So that was
I
your...
rolled 10 after... If you're counting the reroll, after the second hit, I rolled a 10 damage.
Sure. So that's actually 6 and 10, so 16, right?
Yeah.
Okay. 16 points of damage, you still have bonus action. If you would like to use it.
No. I'm gonna chill.
Okay. That's your turn. You're smashing the heck, well-ish out of these doggos. Shiv, you're up.
Okay.
You
I
are
am
frightened.
going to
You
die.
have to use your movement to run away.
I can use my movement at the end of my turn now. So I am going to stab first.
Yeah, okay, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
Yep. So I am going to draw my rapier and stab because I have an ally within 5 feet that's also engaging the target. He is a sneak attack.
But that is negated because you are frightened, so you get disadvantage, so it's just a straight attack.
Oh, you didn't say that there was disadvantage on attacks as well with frightened. Okay, cool.
Yeah. But it is.
But it is indeed. Okay,
But it is.
So, what it is and even it.
What?
So I will likely miss them with a 10.
Yeah, that's a miss.
So that disadvantage, it's a real jerk. But I can use a cunning action to disengage before I run away, so
You
I will
can.
get no opportunity
Yes.
attacks. So I will throw my cloak up as I
Ah!
dive back into the shadows, and I will run
Whoops.
off
That's that.
back towards Bruzelli.
Whoop. There you go. That's your turn. That's actually not a bad turn considering you're frightened. You didn't get hurt. You're good. You ran away safely. not the worst. Bruisely, you're also frightened. You can take an attack. You cannot move closer, and you must use your movement to move away. And if you attack, it's with disadvantage because you're like, ah!
Well, if I can't move towards them, I can't attack.
Do you have a dart or anything?
Oh, true, I do have a dart. I completely forgot about that. 20 feet.
Yeah. Oh, you can only throw your dart 20 feet.
Disadvantage that your friend seems dangerous.
Yeah, you can't anyway. No.
Oh, well, okay. Sorry. It said the range is 20, and then in brackets 60. I don't know.
Oh, okay. So it can be within 20 or 60 feet, so you can throw it. No problem.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's actually double disadvantage because that's short range, long range. So at 20, you get a regular attack. At up to 60, it's a disadvantage attack. So you're at double disadvantage.
Nice.
No. Between 20 and 60, you're good. Over 60 is disadvantage, and under 20, it's disadvantage.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool. So I will throw a dart at the left one.
Disadvantage. Go ahead and roll to attack.
Okay.
And now I will say, because I forgot to say this, so I'll let Bert's guys like Amazing Nat 20 ride. But you get the sense from the perception check that you did earlier, a regular weapon might not do a lot of damage on this.
Okay. Well, that's all I got.
Yep.
So I rolled twice and picked the lowest.
Yeah.
Well, I got a 23, so that sucks. Oh, and this one's a 22, so 22.
Oh, shit. Okay. You hit, even though you're like, oh, God, I hate it. You throw your dart and hit it anyway.
Disadvantage on the damage as well?
No.
Okay.
Regular damage, but roll it and I'll tell you.
6 damage.
Yeah, I mean, your dart hits it. You feel like this should have been like a really painful hit, but you feel like this horrible demon dog or whatever it is kind of shrugs it off a little bit.
So if I do no, because it has to be unarmed strikes as a bonus. Well, I'm trying to see if I can do anything else.
I'm playing a monk in the other thing at this point because you're frightened. You're kind of screwed because you can...
I don't think I can do anything else.
Yeah. You do have to move away because you're frightened.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna now just switch because who just ran beside me or behind me?
That was Shiv.
Yeah, I'm gonna go behind Shiv.
Okay. You actually have to go pretty far. I'm not gonna make you move your whole movement, but we'll just say you move about 20 feet away.
Did we get a wisdom save on the frightened?
No, you're just frightened for one round, so now you're no longer frightened.
Okay.
Yeah. When it comes back to...
They spooked you.
The dog's turn, yeah. You're just like, ah! And then you're like, oh wait, I'm good. Okay, that's your turn. And we're going to start back at the top of the round right after a quick 5-minute break. Everybody grab a beverage, stay hydrated. We'll be back at 9:10. That'll give us 6 minutes. Cool?
Thank you.
Cool
Keep on
beans.
adventuring, adventurers.
We will adventure again. Let me put on my cool. Coming back soon. See you in 6 minutes. And we're back. Hello, everybody. I hope you had a good hydrating break. Drinking some water and staying cool in this wild heat wave. So far today, what has happened with Horse Force? They rolled into the small, sleepy, kind of wine-soaked village of Dwillim. They met the innkeeper, they met the bar owner, and they were awakened just before dawn by said innkeeper saying that the bar owner is missing. She didn't come home to her wife, and everybody is freaking out. Well, not everybody. There's all of 3 people, but it's a sleepy village, let's say. They did find out, though, while they were there, that this wine is amazing. It makes you filled with vital vibes, and it tastes delicious. But they did also find out that the rest of the town has been having a bit of a hard time growing crops in the meanwhile. So anyways, this evening, our team went out to try and find Clara the barkeeper, and they ran into these horrible hounds. And we left just in the middle of this fight, just a few moments before dawn here in Dwillim. So let's bring everyone back on stream! Yay! Amazing. So here we are, and we're starting...
Fantastic!
Right at the top of the order. Shebang. And these hounds are going to go again. And this one right in front now of Bird Sky is going to go ahead and try to bite you. That's a 17 to hit, Bird Sky. Oh, yeah? Yeah, that hits. So that hits you for... Oh, God. Oh, gosh. 13, nope, 11 points of piercing damage, and 12 points of psychic damage. You feel both physically pained and mentally pained by the impact of this hound. Wasn't a good moment for you. Rug. The other hound right next to you goes ahead and tries to bite you. Does a... Oh, that's not that good. Does a 15 hit you?
No.
Oh, this other hound comes out at you, like, takes a little leap in the air, gnashes its teeth at you. And for real, the sound of its teeth on your shield ring out through the night. But you do look across at your friend, the centaur, and they look... a little busted, just a little not great right now. So that's their turn, and Bird Sky, now you're up. Avenge yourself. Avenge yourself!
Alrighty. So, looking at my new not friend, I look at them and I say, hey. And I'm just gonna give them, like, a good old unarmed strike. I'm just gonna, like, slap them, kind of just like, bad dog.
Okay. On their, like, muzzle? Down, down.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll an unarmed attack.
Oh my god. I rolled a 1, but plus 6, so I got a 7.
Yeah, a 7
Critical
doesn't
fail
hit.
plus 7.
That doesn't hit, but thank
What?
goodness you're a barbarian. You get another attack. Go ahead and roll. Are you gonna use your axe this time, or are you gonna try and just slap him in the muzzle again?
I'm afraid this is gonna be the bartender, so I'm just gonna slap him again.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Go ahead and roll to hit.
Oh, there we go. I got an 18 that time.
Okay, it does hit. Roll me damage on an unarmed strike.
Oh, I don't have to roll. It's just 4.
Oh, look, Mystery Entertainer is hosting. That's great.
I'm just participating, really.
I love the participation badge. Okay, so roll me damage. Unless you don't want to. Unless you're literally just swatting them away.
I'll like I mean it when I say, like, on the thing it just says undefined 4 damage.
Oh, so it's just straight 4 damage. Okay.
Yeah.
So you whack them with your, like, hand across the muzzle, and it'll, like, down dog. It, like, kind of looks at you with disdain. Like, are you kidding me? Like this, you don't imagine this creature has language, but if it did, it would be like, what? You don't feel like you've hurt it very much by doing so.
I think I hurt its pride.
But did you? Okay. Do you want to do anything
mentally.
else? That's your attack action. You get 2. You still have a bonus and a movement should you like to use it.
Oh my goodness, I have so much to do.
Yeah, barbarians.
I know.
Yeah, they need a producer for their turn.
Yeah, honestly. And then
Right?
Even just a stage manager.
honestly, I don't think you have much you can do right now. You're already in a rage.
Yeah. What does improvise mean as an action?
What?
Like, it. Should I just start the question game? Yes, and.
Yes, and what do you mean? What is
Oh, it's
improvise?
improvised weapon.
Oh yeah.
I know that, but I just needed to make that comment.
Like if you were in a bar and you picked up a chair or something and hit somebody with it, that's an improvised weapon.
I prefer confusing them with the question game.
No.
How are you?
You've confused
Anyway.
the hound.
Yeah.
They're looking
Anyway.
at chairs around the room, like, what?
Can I just try to push them and pin them down? That would be grapple.
It should be your action, but I'm a kind and benevolent DM, so I'll give you it for your bonus action. Go ahead and we'll do a contested strength. Go ahead and just roll me a straight strength check.
11.
I rolled a 17. Unfortunately, you try and sort of pin this dog creature to the ground, and you are unsuccessful. It kind of shakes you off. And you can run away if you want, but you will get attack opportunity. Do you want to stay? Should you stay or should you go now?
I will stay.
Okay. That's your turn. Rug, you're up. There's a creepy ass giant dog in front of you. Probably as tall as you are.
I'm gonna take my giant silver longsword and shove it right down its throat.
Roll to attack.
My first attack is a... hold on a second. What I got? 22.
Oh my god, that hits. Roll me your other attack right now. Just might as well.
Okay, the first damage is... Oh, I only do 5 damage with that first attack.
No problem. Yep. Okay, roll me your second attack.
12.
A 12 does not hit. So you get one solid stab through, and you feel like you've really hit this thing, and it yelps a little. You get a little overexcited for the second one.
Well, do I notice that this time I'm doing more damage on these things than I did the last time? Because I improved my gear, I silvered up my sword, I'm doing it up, and as a soldier, do I notice that I'm hurting these things maybe more than the last ghouls we faced?
You notice that you're definitely doing more damage, and more these things are yelping more when you hit them than when your friends do, for some reason.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's your action?
That's it, I'm dug in.
Nice. Good turn. Shiv, you're up. You're no longer frightened.
Oh, it's true. I will.
Oh, how far away is Bertsky from me?
Only 10 feet.
Okay, so the creature who attacks Bertsky suffers a disadvantage because I have a shield, right?
Oh, within its 10-foot range?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll have to do that next time because I'm not going to go that far back.
Oh, sorry. No, it's only 5 foot. It's only
I thought
5
so
foot.
because it's right next to you, so you can hold your
Yeah.
shield out. But
Yeah, it's 5 foot.
Okay.
First guy, move in.
Get in here, buddy.
On me.
Um,
On me.
First guy's like, huzzah. Shiv, give it to me.
I am going to cast a spell.
Sure.
Because we don't seem to do that a whole lot. So I am going to point at the wolf that just attacked Bert Sky.
Mm-hmm.
And I've just run back frightened, and I took over half of my health in damage in one blow. So I think I'm just going to start cackling maniacally and out of my mind. And the wolf, upon perceiving this, may fall under Tasha's hideous laughter and fall prone. Its intelligence is at least 4.
Intelligence. Sorry, what's the save?
So the intelligence has to be at least 4 for it to be affected at all, and then it's a wisdom save of 13.
It is, yeah. Lucky though, their intelligence is 5, so just barely. So true story. I rolled a 13, but their intelligence is -3, so they did fail.
Wisdom.
Oh, it's wisdom?
It is wisdom, and I'm guessing they have a plus because they're natural.
They have a +1, so I rolled a 14, so
I
they
am
do
nothing
save.
if not a dishonest or an honest rogue.
Damn, that would have been. It was cool either way, because both ways it was kind of interesting and cool.
So I'm just like pulling at my own scalp and laughing like a lunatic. Either way.
They did do a lot of psychic damage to you, so that makes sense. Yeah. That's your... Yeah, okay. You're just gonna stay there. You try to cast a spell. Nope. Okay. Bruzelli, you're up. You're no longer frightened. You have, shaken it off. You see a couple of your friends quite hurt. You're just off screen, by the way, so I'll move you in, but... You are about... let me see here. You're 40 feet and 45 feet from these two... Death Hounds? I'm just going to keep giving them different names because none of you rolled a good enough check to know
Did you just
exactly
call
what
them
they are.
Jazz Hounds?
No, I call them Death Hounds, but Jazz
I heard
Hounds.
Jazz Hounds, and I'm like,
I heard-
that sounds strong.
Well, I heard Jeff, like Jeff, Jeff Hounds. So
Neither, but both good.
I'm gonna call one Jeff
Yeah.
from now on, just because of that.
Great. Literally, if you watched my stream last week, I'm losing my mind because there's a whole joke about Jeffs. Anyways.
He goes on.
Stop it. Bruzelli, what are you doing?
Well, am I over my frightened?
Yes, you're no longer.
Okay.
It was just for one round.
Well then, now I'm realizing that these are very bad dogs.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna try and punch one of them.
Great.
Am I within 35 feet?
You're not, but I'm so kind. This is 40 feet. No, it. Oh. Yeah, you are. Let's do it. You are right. You can just barely reach out and slap this one's muzzle. You're there. You're there. 35 feet. It's right there. You roll up right next to Rug. You're like, what up? Swack. So you're doing unarmed attack?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Punch.
I'm going to do 4 punches.
Okay.
So I'm
So you're
using
going to do punch, flurry blows?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and roll me your 4 attacks first. Just to make it easier, see how many.
These are very bad if they bite you, aren't they?
Yes.
I probably want to keep that bonus action, don't I?
They have a disadvantage to hit you because you're right beside me.
Yeah, okay. Let's see what happens.
Okay.
So we'll do 4 punches.
Roll me 4 unarmed attacks.
Do you want me to do all of the...
Yeah, just give me 4 attacks first. See how many hit.
Perfect. So that is 15.
15 hits.
That is 7, I assume now.
Nope.
That is 17.
Hits.
And that is 20.
3 out of 4 hit. Roll me your punch damage 3 times.
So that is a 6.
Okay.
That is a 5.
Okay.
And that is another 6.
So you punch this thing and you get 3 good punches in, and you feel like most creatures would be like hurt by this, but there's something about this creature that you feel like this merely physical damage isn't getting through a ton.
Oh.
But I'm leaving huge gashes in this thing, right?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. There's a difference here between this damage. That's your turn. We're back at the top of the round. The sun is just cresting over the horizon. My throat is dying.
Wait, before I want to, I get an effect.
Oh, you do.
Do I want... If they're stunned, then they miss their next turn, right?
Yeah.
So it has to do a Constitution saving throw.
What's your save? They did not save.
They're stunned.
This one's stunned. This one's stunned. Dang. You see the sun start cresting over the ridge. This one right here, Bird Sky, is going to lunge out at you and bite you. That's a 18 to hit. That is... God damn it. Too much talking. Oh, no. I just rolled 2 6s. That's 16 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
And that's not so bad. 6 points of psychic damage.
Yeah,
20 total.
Yeah. I have 10 hit points left. I'm fine.
As the sun just reaches over the horizon, and this dog bites into Bird Sky, and they like rear up, I imagine, on their hind legs. Everybody looks towards the sun, but for a millisecond, and these things disappear in a puff of ash. And we're back. Out of initiative.
Okay, I'm gonna plant my sword as hard as I can in the ground and just laugh. Just They test me again.
We still didn't find the bartender.
Everybody roll me a perception check.
10
18
plus 0.
4.
Double 18, twinsies.
Oh, okay. At that sentence, Bruisley and Shiv, you look around and you notice just to the north of you, there's like a divot in the ground, like a den. And you see a piece of blue cloth sticking out of it.
We'll run to it. I will, at least. I won't tell the other people what to do, but I will.
You run over and you look in the hole and you see there the unconscious body of Clara, the bartender.
I'm going to start trying to revive them, so I'm going to roll medicine.
Sure. We have no healers again, do we? Nobody ever takes healers in my games. I don't know why. Okay.
I rolled 5. I am not good at helping.
You're kind of like patting her cheeks, and she's not dead, but she's still unconscious.
Oh. Alright, I run over and I'm like, Clara, my love! And I will also roll medicine.
Okay.
Let's see how well I do.
Yeah.
I got a 3. Don't worry, I have a +0. I had nothing going into this. I was
You're
just like,
worse
maybe
than me
I
and
could
don't
help.
even care about this person.
Okay,
Yeah.
at that point, I'll roll medicine.
Okay, go ahead. Just go ahead.
I rolled a 15.
Okay, with
We're just in a circle around him, there's like smacking him.
Hey, if everyone else is gonna make medicine check, I'll make a medicine check.
from your military training, you look at these two and you're like, dudes. And you're actually just able to at least rip a little bit of like cloth off your tunic, pour a little water on it, drip it into her mouth, then like wrap it around her wounds and slowly where am I? What happened?
You're in a field and you fell.
Okay.
Probably.
What time is it? Oh my god, is it sunrise already?
What's the last
It's
thing
time
you
to get
remember?
you home.
How
Don't
did you
worry.
get here?
That was a lot of questions. I don't know which one to answer first.
Two of them are almost the same. What's the last thing you remember?
I closed up the bar and then something jumped on me. Something huge. It jumped on me and I think I think I hit my head. And you can tell like there's a huge gash at the back of my
I
head.
could see you on camera until like.
I'm gonna start investigating the corpses of the
Oh,
dogs.
shit.
See what I can learn about them.
There are no corpses.
On camera right now.
They disappeared into ash when the sun came up.
Ooh, it's
Okay.
almost like we could have just avoided them until the sun came.
Not rug.
Everybody roll me one more nature check.
19.
Okay.
Oh shit! I have a
21.
-1 and I rolled a 17.
Oh.
Oh my god, exact same.
Okay. So all of you actually, like your first look at these things in the dark and like rushing into it, you didn't realize what was going on. But now you've had some time to see these things, how they fight, what they can do, how they're resistant to normal weapons, and how they disappeared in the sunlight. And most of you have either encountered or at least read about these things. These are what you realize are Yeth hounds. They're like essentially semi-demonic dogs that cannot exist in the sunlight, and they go back to, you know, whatever dark realm they're from. They're usually controlled by somebody or some power.
With a 21, do I know, like, what type of control it usually requires? Is it like a line of sight thing? Is it an object? Is it like a pledge?
It's closer to the latter. It's more like either like something has shown its power over them, or they are cursed under something, or they are under a pact to something. And once they don't have to be in a line of sight. They're able to be controlled like psychically. and
Okay,
whatnot.
so I'm gonna look the group in the eyes and go, okay, fellas, the fellows of this fellowship, I have been researching ever since Gallia this idea of monsters that I can't kill. I tried to smash down those hands in the Crypt of Gallia. It didn't work. I had my sword. That's all I ever had was the sword. It didn't work. And so I had to go out into the world over these 6 months and research tons and tons of monsters that people were killing. I got this silver sword that I call Stay Dead. And I'm telling you, if we put silver on our weapons, we will tear into the creatures of the night.
Kind of feels like we don't have time for this. It seems like a brilliant
where did we
idea.
get the silver?
Well, what I'm going to tell you is I Okay, regardless of what you guys are going to do, I have a silver weapon and a giant shield. If you hide behind me, creatures of the night will disappear. Bird Sky, you almost got 10 hit points on that last battle.
What's a hit point? Sorry.
You got hit hard, Bird Sky. Bird Sky, you and me, we're the tanks. I could tell in my military experience, you got hit up.
I like how your accent just changed.
We gotta
This
do
is
it.
the military accent.
Yeah. I'm trying to appeal to y'all sensibilities of
What we got here is a failure to communicate.
military disciplines.
I'm just drinking this whole time and just being like,
Just
I'm
Bird
going to
Sky,
make
I
my
am
way around the
lost.
perimeter, just looking around
Okay.
to see if there's anything.
roll me a perception check, and I will remind you that there is a nearly unconscious woman in a hole.
I attempted to help
Yeah,
the unconscious woman.
Listen,
I made it
I'm
worse.
the one
We should get her
who
home.
revived her from death.
All right, okay.
I will carry her with my arms.
yeah, I
19
can't
perception.
carry her.
19? Okay. You have a look around, and you do see now in the daylight, now that the sun is just starting to rise, you can now see the tracks. It does appear that she's been dragged here. This does look like some kind of a den, but kind of peeking into the hole. It's not very large. It doesn't seem like a large pack or anything, but it does seem like this could be a hidey hole for these creatures during the day, potentially, if they want to stay here when the sun comes out.
Well, I'm a big dude. I'm over 6.5 feet.
Uh-huh.
Can I fit in a little hidey hole?
In the den? In the little hole?
Yeah.
Barely.
Flex, but okay.
Yeah. Like, you could squeeze in.
I'm a half orc, bro.
Yeah. But
Can I
you're
just
like,
crawl in and see if I see anything that could
easily.
help us?
Yes. So
Yeah, can I do that?
Bruisely could get in. So go ahead and roll me a perception check in the den.
15.
Okay. So you squeeze in and look around. It's just a dingy den. And it confirms what people were thinking, that this is just a hidey hole away from the sun. These things, as you know, if they're not killed, they disappear from this realm in the sunlight, and then they'll come back at night. But if they stay out of the sunlight, they could stay here. And this just looks like...
I rolled 19 on a nature. I'm gonna go try to find a stick for the poor bartender to put their weight on as we help make them get them back to town.
I mean,
We're
Bird
just
Sky
putting them on
already...
Bird Sky's back.
Yeah.
Not on my back, that is rude. I'm going to carry her with my arms.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna come back with a perfect walking stick, and it's going to be for nothing. So.
Yeah.
I don't know. I kind of want to can I tell where these creatures disappeared from?
It's magic. They are creatures of another realm, of a darker realm. They cannot exist in sunlight, so they basically poof to another realm to I don't think you know enough to know where, but you do know that they're essentially demons. Yeah. They didn't hide. They didn't go
Rogue
under
doesn't
the
know
ground.
anything.
Yeah.
If I mark the spot and wait 24 hours.
Rug, you need to get out of that hole. We have to get this person back to town. They're not well. Please get out of the hole.
I crawl out from between
Okay.
Rug's legs, and I'm like, there's nothing in there.
You're like, is it a hole to another dimension? Just please tell me.
Okay,
Yeah, it's
I'm gonna
just-
start making my way back to town with the injured bartender in Bert's guy's arm.
Okay.
It doesn't take long at all. It takes you maybe 20 minutes to walk back to where you were. So you have sent... It's dawn. It's 5:30 in the morning. Everything is empty. Everything looks closed still. The sun just rose. Where do you want to head? You still have the keys to the inn, so you can go in.
We should go to her home.
Do we know where her home is?
I think you
pointed
probably
to it.
would have ascertained that last night. They
Cool.
pointed north
Let's
and kind
go
of
to
Let's
the
return
home.
them to their wife.
yeah. So you walk another 20 minutes or so over this half an hour walking from the sort of like den, the like dog, wolf den, demon den, past the thing and up, the hill. Is there anything you want to talk about or discuss or do while you have this sort of in and out of consciousness halfling woman in your arms?
Ooh, we should
Well, of
give her some
course.
of that super healing wine.
True.
Yeah,
Well,
can we
is the
portion
inn
her
on the
wine?
way?
That's all.
The inn is on the way, yes.
Can
but
we
you
all
wouldn't-
have some of the wine?
You wouldn't be able to get into... Oh, yeah, of course you can get in the inn. Yeah. Yeah, and you still have your big jugs, so for sure.
And the 10 temporary hit points will probably be good for her.
Yeah. Okay, so you make a pit stop at the wine, go up to your room. Everybody go ahead and add 10. Make sure you add in the temporary hit point zone. Now Clara is conscious with, 10 hit points, which is not bad for an average non-adventuring halfling. She's still injured, but she's awake and coherent now.
As we walk, can she tell us what happened to her?
I like she said, she was like, I don't know. It was just after midnight, as always. Maybe 20 past. It wasn't a busy night. I locked up. I closed the back door, and I feel like something jumped at me from the back. I hit the ground, and I think I passed out, and then I woke up.
Clara dear,
Yes.
first, has anything like this happened in town before?
No, never. Not that I can recall. I mean, occasionally we have some wandering bandits and some people that will steal a crop, but it's Dwillim.
A lot of weird things are happening in Dwillim right now.
I guess.
Do you think there's any chance that this has to do with our overt conversation about the goings-on in the locality in regards to the winery and crops?
I mean, I don't think that could be possible.
Well, because I don't mean to alarm you, and I don't want to make to stress you any further than you already are. But we know a little bit about the type of creature that apprehended you tonight, and they usually don't work alone. They're usually sent by a higher authority, and I don't understand. You're so lovely. What anyone could have against you.
I couldn't imagine. I mean, there's been talk for months about Melville, but I think it's like anybody else.
What are they saying? What is the rumor? Even if you don't believe it, let us know what people are saying.
I mean, just that the wine is amazing, and that everything else seems to be failing. I think everyone just assumes it's a stroke of bad luck.
Well, with the permission of my
Who
horse...
owns the winery?
Jeffrey Melville.
So it's a family.
Not as far as I know, it's just his.
We need you to go to the party tomorrow. Do you think by then you'll be up to it?
I guess, but
With
why?
the permission of my fellow adventurers, I have an idea. I need you to get me access to your invitation, and we are all going to go into the Melville estate and see if we can get down to the bottom of what's going on in Melville.
Well, I do have some
Perhaps we'll
questions
determine-
about this Jeffrey Melville character. Like, where did he come from? Has he been around this town a long time? How did this Melville estate sort of rise to the prominence that they're at now?
Well, it's been a winery for decades and decades. It got bought out, oh God, what was it now? 10 or 11 months ago, maybe. Jeffrey came in, I think, from Vitus Vale, but I'm not really sure. I haven't really asked. I don't know, and he just bought it out.
Okay, I would like to roll an insight check to see if there's any similarities between the Melville haunting, let's call it, and the Galea haunting. And I have 0 bonus for insight. I rolled a 16.
That's not really insight. I'll call that wisdom. A straight wisdom check. Because insight is like
wisdom.
if you're telling
Let
if
me
Clara's
roll a wisdom
like
check.
lying to you or something.
Yeah.
I'll call that a conspiracy theory.
I actually rolled a natural critical on a wisdom check.
The only
I have a 0, so it's a 20.
It's a straight
nat
20, but it's a nat
I have
20.
0.
Okay, you don't immediately see any connection. The only thing that you can see is that there's some kind of puppeteering going on. That seems obvious to you. There doesn't feel like there's any other kind of connection per se. That's a nat 20, so I'm giving you all I have.
Yeah. That's it.
Yeah.
I'm out.
Bruisley and Bert Sky, what do you want to do anything on the walk over to the sort of like Clara's estate? It's not an estate, it's a little farm.
While I'm holding her in my arms, I'm just kind of like humming. Just to like soothe her and make her feel comfortable.
Aww.
I'm having a bit of the wine. And I'm saying some prayers, and I'm thinking about us going to the winery tomorrow for a wine tour.
Yeah,
I still think that the bartender was very eager, and I have a feeling that their wife is going to be concerned for their future safety and may not be interested in having us hatch some sort of elaborate plan they may be a part of. So I still like to probably see if I can convince the bartender that my idea of us insinuating ourselves and being able to see it close up firsthand is a good idea.
Well, they do wine tours, and we're going to do that in the morning anyway.
I have a feeling things will be pretty squeaky clean for wine tours. I'm curious as to these parties that happen, specifically on the full moon. It seems extra dangerous to me.
Clara on the way says to you, like, oh, well, you know, Melville's always really happy to have guests from other places. I'm sure you could just go to the wine tour. I wouldn't be surprised if he offers you an invitation just if you show up and be cool.
Yeah, I think we're thinking too hard about this. I think we could just go, and even if we just hide there until the party that night, they're gonna let us in the front door in the morning.
Cool.
So you arrive back at Clara's farmhouse with Marini. It's a modest farmhouse, and you notice that like out back they grow like asparagus, they grow corn, they grow tomatoes. It's a very like farm to table, bunch of like sort of rotating crops stuff. They have like 2 cows, 2 chickens, very, very modest. And as soon as you roll up, Marini is like, "Oh my God, you found her. Oh, Clara, are you okay? Oh my God, are you okay?" And like immediately like tea and bandages and all kinds of like forces like Clara into bed. It's like, "Oh my God, thank you. Where did you find her? What happened? What happened? She's bleeding."
Adventure!
Clara doesn't seem to know what happened, but we found her in a field behind the bar. It seems that some creatures of the night stole her away.
Creatures of the night in Dwillim?
There's definitely something going on here, and do you know when the tailor will get here?
I don't.
Because I have a feeling he must know something.
Oh, we must. Why? I mean, I get you don't want to fix your sleeve. I could do that for you if you want. Mostly sometimes we send our clothes out to the tricorn to get fixed. Why do you need a tailor?
That's the right name, right?
Yeah, but you're
Yeah.
talking to
But
your wife, Mary,
is,
and
is Min from the inn there?
no.
I know this
Never
is dark,
mind.
but I'm gonna roll an insight just to see if she's actually surprised that her wife is back and.
Yep. Roll me an insight check.
22.
You can tell she's being honest.
Yep.
She's losing her mind. When you're like creatures of the dark or whatever, she's like, what the fuck are you actually talking? Creatures of the dark? That happens out in like fucking Draconia. That doesn't happen here.
I'm gonna say we probably need to go talk to Min.
Do you say that aloud?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, let's leave her to heal.
So you leave Marini and Clara, and just as you're leaving, you're kind of like, oh, we should go talk to Min. And Marini says, oh, yeah, Min just left maybe, I don't know, 20 minutes ago. She's supposed to be back at the inn for when the sun rises. You probably just missed her by like a minute.
When the sun rises,
Ah?
Rug sees forces moving at all times. I like it.
Yeah. So by the time you've
okay.
done this walk and everything, it's around 6:30 in the morning. You've been already told that most things in the town open at 9. The winery opens at 10. You can definitely no problem go back to the inn because you have keys. What do you want to
Short
do?
rest?
Short rest on talk to Min?
So you head back to the inn. Go ahead if you want to head right up. Do you talk to Min before you head up? Because she'll be there at the front.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm
I
in a
don't need to
bad
short rest
state.
and heal anyway, so I can always.
Okay.
I'll rest while they check their things out. I'm in a bad place, so.
Okay. I think Bert's guy
no
is
rest
too.
for Rug.
So Bert's guy and Shiv sort of, I imagine, walk right past the like front desk and go up to the room. You can go ahead and hit short rest and roll however many dice you choose to. And then Rug and Bruisley are at the front desk of the Ample Arbor. And Min's there like, oh my god, did you find her?
We did.
Oh, thank goodness. Is she okay?
She'll recover, but there's definitely something weird going on. And what's Clara's wife's name again?
Marini.
I'm like Marionette. Marini doesn't seem to know who the tailor is, so we're gonna need some more information on all of this and how it's all connected.
Oh yeah, I mean, I don't think anybody knows who the tailor is. I get a letter once in a while from them. They roll in and out. I never actually see them, but we've got this like agreement. And they leave me a lot of money. Rarely, a couple times a year maybe. It never seems to be a problem. But they'll ask me to save a room, or like leave gold for somebody, or leave a package for somebody, and it's never been a problem until now. I mean, now it's not a problem. It's not a problem. Is it a problem? It's not a problem, is it?
So this will be
It's
your first
only
time
a
meeting
problem
Marin.
if the room ends or the food ends.
What my friend is trying to say is, will this be the first time you meet Taylor as well? The Taylor?
Yeah, I mean, I've never met them. They always just sign the letters to Taylor, and like I said, send plenty of like gold, and I'm basically just, I'll save a package or save a room or give somebody something or send them, but I've never met them, but it's always been fine. I mean, we're a small town inn, these things happen, I think.
Have you had anyone disappear in the town?
Disappear? What do you mean?
Like your friend disappeared.
No. Everyone keeps asking these questions. This is, again, nothing happens here. Nothing happens here. It's Dwillim.
Well, Dwillim has some great wine. How about you give us some sample before the... Oh no, you don't do that.
I don't have any here, but again, like, everything's on the house. If you go across the street, it'll be open in about an hour.
I don't.
I imagine they'll still open today.
Okay. Well, you want to go up to my room and sample some wine?
Why not? Let's do it.
Let's go have some wine.
Sampling.
So if you each take another, good drink, you get a 10 temporary hit points. The other two, you take about an hour rest, and then you wake up, and your friends are there sampling some wine. Do you want to have some wine as well? Once you wake up from your little nap? Yes?
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, so everybody has another 10 temporary hit points, and it's now, let's say, almost 9 o'clock in the morning. You can tell just from looking out the window of your rooms, people are starting to, it's a sleepy town, but things are starting to go around 9 o'clock in the morning. Storefronts are starting to open. Those few, storefronts you heard about or noticed the night before. What do you want to do?
Is there any sort of town constabulary, like a established police force of the town?
No. There is not that you notice. You can go and ask somebody about it. There's not a police station or anything here.
That wine was delicious.
Yeah.
Bingus's pie for breakfast, anyone?
Yeah, sure.
That's a good question.
We should probably leave the bartenders alone for a little.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out who is in charge of security and safety of
I
this
think that's us.
town. Really?
You can go and talk to
Is
people.
it us?
I
Yeah,
think it's us.
I'm leaving to get pie.
I'll ask. Nearest person, hey.
You can ask the pie people.
Yeah. So you head over to Bingus's Pies, and the woman there is an elderly halfling woman. This whole town seems like it's made of halfling women, because it kind of is. And you walk in just as she is finished flipping the open sign. Good morning!
Are you
Look-
Bingus?
Oh, yes, my last name is Bingus. Yep, Bertha Bingus. Pleasure to make your acquaintance. We have some fresh apple pie this morning. Would you like some coffee? Wait, wow, look at you. And she specifically looks at Sky and is like, you're a fine person, you are.
Bert Sky, nice to meet your acquaintance, friend.
And you, welcome. Are you the adventurers I heard about?
Oh, you've probably heard of me. If not me, then word of me.
Maybe, I don't know. I heard yesterday that there were adventurers in town. Did you know that my son Scrimmy was an adventurer? He went off to the Tricorn, and he had some adventure with some friends. Have you heard about him? Scrimmy Bingus, my son, my little son, became an adventurer. Have you heard of him?
Yes, I have heard tale, I have heard word, I have heard the name of Stormy Bingus, the adventurer, the bard, right? Yes.
Yes, sure. That's so exciting that you've heard of my son. Pies on me. And she starts cutting a steaming apple pie. Please sit down, pull up a chair. Oh, can you sit on a chair?
I am okay, I will always figure out my own comfort, madam.
Wonderful, here's some pie. And she bustles around. There's steaming pies, there's racks of cookies, there's some coffee and tea, and she's just
How good
bustling
is this
about.
pie?
Roll me a taste test. I don't know.
Okay. I'm rolling for having taste, okay?
Yeah, just roll me a straight d20, and that'll be how good this pie is.
All right.
18.
It's fucking great. Yeah, it's
That's some good pie.
fresh.
Oh, I got a 6, I don't like it.
Yeah, it's not. You've had better. Yeah. I think most of what you like, Shiv, is that it's hot, There's lots of cinnamon. It's fresh out of the oven.
And it's called Bingus.
And it's Bingus Spice. A few minutes later, though, you do realize, like, there was actually a lot of flavor to the apples. The cinnamon was really nice. It was hot. It was really satisfying. But then you were like, that could have been a kind of anything pie. It was more like the sensation of it that was nice.
Do you grow the apples here?
Oh, I don't myself. But there's a farm just a little ways up. We've been getting those apples for, oh goodness, a decade now.
Have you had any issues with the
Hell,
crops?
Well, now that you mention it, between us, this year's been a tough year. This year's been a tough year for all of us. Good and bad, up and down. We pray to the Frog King. And perhaps somebody missed their donation this year.
that Frog King, huh?
There's a shrine, if you go south a little ways, on the way out, you'll see the fountain. You can throw a penny in. For good luck.
I'm interested in exploring. They say you get good luck. So if you throw a penny in it, you might win 100 pennies.
I mean, the Frog King doesn't really work that way, my son. It's mostly, pay favor, do good,
Speaking of doing good, commendations on this pie, madam. It's, you do the Bingus name credit.
I do! I mean, thank you. She keeps, bustling around. Oh, say, newcomers, say, are you going to that party tonight?
Yes.
We're hoping so.
It's a fancy party. I haven't gone for many a years, but I'm an old lady. I'm beyond those things, I'm happy. I'm happy with a cup of tea and a nice knit sweater at the end of the day, But you young kids, you should go. I hear the wine is nice. They have music sometimes. You kids should go. Have a good time. Enjoy Dwillim. Stay a while.
Is there anything really special that happens at this party?
Oh, my friends, my young friends. I haven't been, like I said, for decades. But it's a nice party. There are dancing. There are a lot of young, handsome people. You could marry one and stay in Dwillim for a while. Have some pies.
I'm gonna bow and be like, I observe, my religion, and that's not for me, but maybe my friends.
Okay, well, let's have some wine. Stay a while. Have some pie in the morning.
I'm more concerned with property values in Dwillim.
I mean, they're pretty good. They're not bad. We're a small town, but we do okay for ourselves. The Binguses have been here for 6 generations, and we do all right for ourselves.
You're close to the shore. Lake shore property, right? Ocean shore property?
Not too far. We're pretty inland here, but yeah, a good carriage ride away. Sure.
Well, you had an arbor.
Oh, that's just the name. That's just the Ample Arbor Inn. It's just...
Let's call it the arbor. There's no arbor.
No, I mean the arbor is in trees. It's just touristy.
And, okay, let's finish our pies and go to the wine.
We're just frightening an old lady now with specific real estate questions.
Kids these days,
Caring about real estate.
Rug wants to buy. He's interested in investing.
We'll tell everyone we meet when they're in town they must get a pie at Bingus.
I appreciate that, travelers. Come on back. I hope you stay a while. Come on back. What kind of pies do you like? I'll make your favorite tomorrow.
Something savory would be lovely.
Oh, good. A meat pie, a tourtière, if you will, as they call it. No? Nobody? Okay.
Do we speak French here?
The only accent I know how to do is a French Canadian accent. So
Yeah, there's Quebecois halflings
Yeah,
running
yeah.
around.
Nice.
my
This is
one
the true Acadian.
my one like pure elf has a French Canadian accent. So I've decided that a true elf accent is French Canadian. Anyways, because that's the only one I can do.
Okay, I'm gonna wander over to the curiosity shop too before. I feel like I don't want to show up to a winery until like noon. So
Yeah. It is about 9 o'clock, and you see doors swing out. Well, it's just after now, I guess, after you've done that. So it's maybe like 20 past or so after spending 20 minutes or so with Bertha Bingus. You head over to Nestor's Niceties, just down the road. All of this is sort of on the
So
main
much alliteration.
street. I love it. I love an alliteration.
they're halflings. Everything's got to be quaint.
It's fucking adorable around here. So you roll up, and outside of Nestor's Nectars and Niceties, you see this sort of squat building, but wide. It's only one floor. It says out front, Nestor's Nectars and Niceties. It's a general store and apothecary. It's overrun with these creeping vines, and out of the chimney at this moment, you see sort of like a greenish smoke coming out. Do you enter?
Sure, why not?
Yeah, sure.
Ding, 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 ding. You open the door, a bell rings, one of those bells over the door. And in the inside is distinctly witchy. In fact, you even look around the room. There are wooden sort of like broken wood shelves everywhere with different potions and things on them. All kinds of bottles of different types. Some fabrics, some clothing, some like different materials on sort of spools. There's even like a black raven sitting on a stand in the far corner. After a moment, you see coming out the back, "Oh, hello! Good morning! You're not from around here, are you?"
What gave it away?
"I know everyone around here.
Ah.
Welcome to Nestor's Niceties. Ah, guess what? I'm Nestor.
And I'm sure you're very nice.
I'm nice if you spend money in my shop."
What do you specialize in?
"Well, everything. What do you need, my small gnomish friend?"
Nectar.
"Well, I have many. Oh, I have a nectar going right now." And they sort of open a door, and you see behind sort of the counter they were standing at, there's a pot bubbling. And you can kind of look over, and you see there's sort of a purple liquid bubbling. "Let me give you a sample, shall I? Who's for a sample?" They start pulling like
raise
mismatched
my hand.
teacups.
Yep. I'll go up and take a huge sniff of the cauldron.
Roll me a perception check.
Perception. 13.
It smells like wine. Nope. It smells like pine needles. Wait, no. It smells like, you know how sun smells on your skin? Wait, no. It smells like that bog you used to play in when you were a young half-orc.
Oh, back to my days playing soccer as a young half-orc.
I love the exposition.
Soccer. And they take a ladle and they pour like 4 little teacups. Sort of. Go on, free sample.
I'm gonna have some.
Who takes the sip?
I'm gonna roll an Arcana.
Of course.
Zelly does.
Of course, I
think all of us do except
Yeah.
for Shiv. Shiv is like being
Yeah,
careful, and the rest of
I'm
us are
gonna
like,
roll
okay.
Arcana on it.
Okay, roll me that Arcana check while we do a thing.
18. 16.
Yeah, this is hella magic. And it's definitely wild magic.
Nice.
If everybody
observe the effects on everyone else.
Everybody else, roll me a D100. If you don't have that, roll me a D10, say the number, and roll another D10 and say the number.
Oh, we're just straight up rolling on the wild magic table. Holy crap.
I got an 8.
All of a sudden, out of your fingers blasts a fireball. It smashes through the window. Well done, my young gnome friend. Well done. Bird Sky, what'd you roll?
I rolled a 5.
About 5 feet away from you, another version of you appears.
Briska's like, ooh.
They
I'll
look
be right back.
exactly like you. What do you do?
I approach them, and I go, "Hello, friend."
They walk that far away and say, "Hello, friend."
I just like start moving. Oh, neat.
Oh, neat.
This reminds me of a Doctor Who episode.
I have so many ideas.
I have so many ideas. That goes on. Rug, roll me, what did you roll me?
On a D100, I roll a 109.
What? So that's a 9. Because the
yeah,
zeros
a
are...
9.
Yeah, wow, you all rolled really low.
You all rolled single digits.
That's wild.
What? I can't. That's what I roll?
As you turn to what Bruisely, like, shot out the window, you turn that way and at the same time, whoosh, right out of your hands comes a missile. And it... Ah! You hear outside. Well done, my little orc friend. That was great. And you see them, like, look at the raven and say, I told you so. Well, thank you for that. I will give you a piece of information.
Oh, really? Go ahead.
What do you need? What have you come
Well,
here
I-
for?
We need to know what is making the wine so special and magical.
Finally. Oh, finally somebody comes here to investigate that fool, that miscreant.
Sounds promising.
I know. He's hiding something. And whatever it is, it can't be good. In fact, come closer.
I won't shoot another fireball, will I?
I think it's unlikely. Come closer.
Do both of me move
Okay.
closer?
Yeah. I'll make you a deal, newcomers. If you find me his most valuable possession and bring it to me, I will finally be able to find out what he's hiding. You see, I'm making a potion. A potion to divulge his secret. And all I need is his most valuable possession to complete it. And then I can let you know what is happening over there.
Like
would you
emotionally
charge-
valuable?
Perhaps? What am I, some kind of therapist?
I'd like to buy a flask of that nectar, please.
Of this one that I'm brewing. Silly one. You didn't even try it, and for that I cannot sell you it. No, mostly I cannot sell you it because it's still boiling and it would absolutely destroy anything I put it into. Perhaps if you come back tomorrow.
What? I have a teacup full of it still, do I not?
Yes, but those are my teacups. My dear.
Oh, fair enough. Fine, I'll drink it. I'm not giving it back.
Give me a roll. Let's do this.
Oh,
Fine.
I was going to try to pocket it or something, but I'm not going to risk it exploding in my pocket. So. Okay. Here we go. Percentile dice.
Mm-hmm.
I literally just rolled 100.
Jesus. You regain all HP.
I was already at full. That's fine. Thank you.
Yeah.
I feel great.
Yeah. Well, you can buy many other things here, though, my little
What
ones.
else do you have on offer?
What do you require?
Well, you know your inventory better than me. Do you have anything of note?
Well, I can sell you healing potions, I can sell you acid, I can sell you poison, I can sell you
What
books.
kind of acid?
I can...
What kind of poison?
Well, the kind that you choose what you do with it, but I bet you can imagine. I see you are somewhat, adventurous already.
Do you have anything that, when imbibed, would cause distracting, but not permanently disabilitating, conditions?
Could I? Do I? And they walk into the back room for a minute to have a look. Do you have any kind of talks amongst yourself while they do that?
I
She's
just
fun.
figure being... Yeah, I like her. I figure being prepared to poison a punch bowl at some point makes a lot of sense for this situation we find ourselves in.
They already said
Maybe,
they
like-
do have poison.
A potion of invisibility so we can like steal the valuable thing?
That sounds expensive, but I'm into it.
How much do I have?
Like, even something that just made people laugh or fall over or get diarrhea or something could be pretty handy.
Rug's like, I like one of these better.
Yo, look at that follow. What's
Anything.
up? Thanks for following. They come back with a handful of like potions. It's like clink clang, clink clang, clink clang. Well, my friends, and put on the thing. Have you heard of a certain wizard from the past called Tasha?
Yes, I'm intimately familiar with Tasha.
Well, they inflicted a certain kind of laughter that is hard to end. I have a potion of such. I have a potion of poison. I have a potion of acid. I have a potion of healing. I have some books about winemaking. I have this thing.
Healing potion.
Well, all right, here you are, 50 gold pieces, my young gnome friend.
How much for your wicked laughter?
Many more years of experience, my centaur friend. Is there anything else you need here?
Yeah, I'll tell you what, I'll buy that potion of hideous laughter.
Well, here you are, that's 40 gold pieces, my lovely friend.
Is it a regular healing potion or a greater or anything?
Regular, 50 gold, yeah, regular.
Okay, I've added it to my inventory.
Now, if you bring me that thing that is most valuable from Jeffrey Melville, I promise to perhaps offer you more next time. You show me value, and I show you value. That's how commerce works, is it not?
You got yourself a deal, lady. I like the cut of your jib.
Not a lady, ha 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 ha! But I enjoy your enthusiasm.
I apologize. You are charming regardless.
Thank you. Does anybody else
Back away slowly.
Would anybody like anything else? Well then, enjoy your day!
Mayor of Halloween Town.
I don't know where that voice came from. It came last minute and I just rolled with it and it was fine. It's a beautiful day. It's close to 10 o'clock. The winery will be open momentarily. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
I'm ready to drink more.
Yeah, me too.
It's 10 a.m. What else is there to do?
Yeah, I shot a fireball out of my hand already.
In fact,
This town's fun. I like this place.
as you... Dwillim's weird. Dwillim's a weird fucking place.
I love how they keep saying it's boring. It is not boring.
It's
It is
weird.
No.
Yeah.
It's cackle filled and there's pie and magic wine. This is the place to be.
I love Dwillim.
You know when you go to like weird, creepy small towns? They're like, this place is so boring. And then you're like, this place is fucking weird. You know? It's that. Everybody, as you're walking away, roll me a perception check.
It's my plus.
16.
20.
I'm trying to find what my plus is for this.
13.
Oh, 11.
Also, I just want to, while we're doing this general perception, I just want to see if we can also see the person that got hit by the missile.
Oh,
Yeah. Okay. So all of that. I will say, yeah, all of you rolled over 10, right? It's fine. These are not hard things to notice. You notice that the smoke that was green when you went in is now purple. You notice as you start walking away, the window at the side that you had both shot things through is starting to like fill up with glass somehow. And then you notice that to sort of like the side back, like there's no building right next to it, but probably about 50 feet away, you see like cut through the back of somebody's farm and somebody like limping in. Being like, fucking Nestor. And that's what you see as you walk away.
What did Nestor look like?
They had like, kind of like, shoot, Back to the Future, what's the like professor with the white hair?
Doc Brown.
Yeah, Doc Brown, but like indiscriminate gender.
Perfect.
Yeah.
I am going to I'm going to like jam a calling card between the like boards on the way out of the shop and just be like, let's talk.
Yeah. Shiv, yeah. Oh, we lost Rug for a second, but I'm sure he'll be back. Another battery change? Who knows? And you start walking up the road sort of north. It's going to take you about a 20-minute walk. I don't know why his cam only lasts like 2 hours. It's strange. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. And you start heading up to the winery. Is there anything else you want to do in the way?
Just keep observing.
Just looking about. It's a sleepy town. There are, maybe on your way, you see a total of like 8 people going back and forth. 5 of them are halflings wandering around. As you walk up to Melville Winery, you see in front of you a very fancy, beautiful stretch of land. I'm bad with like geography, but acres of vines. You see a manor house in back, and then closer to you, probably 100 yards or so from that, you see a beautiful sort of red-roofed building, stone, that you presume is the tasting building. And you, as you approach, you see one elf in sort of like a nice suit, a maroon suit, standing out front, and says, "Welcome to Melville Winery," and pulls open the door.
Thank you.
Hello, friend.
Is that their whole job?
It appears. You can roll an insight check if you want.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna see if this is like their whole jam. I can't tell. I have no idea.
They did a great job of opening that door and saying welcome.
Nice. What does it look like inside?
Inside, you walk in and you see a decadent tasting room. Towards the back, you see a whole wall of windows and a beautiful cedar bar in front. There are tapestries everywhere, and there are a handful of elven waiters walking around in these matching maroon suits. To your left-hand side, you see a set of stairs going downwards with a beautiful red carpet on it. And just from behind the bar, you see this stunning blue tiefling step forward in a sort of like ruched blouse and says, "Welcome, strangers. I've heard about you. Please enter. Have some wine. My name is Jeffrey Melville."
Well, Jeffrey, I promise everything you've heard about us has been greatly exaggerated. I'm Shivalusa. I like do a bit of a flirt.
Shivalusa. What a wonderful name, and what a handsome person you are. Can I offer you some wine?
Flattery and wine will get you everywhere.
Don't I know it? And an elf walks up with a tray. As you look around, there are trays being passed with wine, with cheese, with grapes, with fruits. Like, there are like kiwis here, and you're like, how the fuck did you get kiwi here? You know, it's a whole moment.
I'm going to bow and I'm going to say this is a beautiful winery, and I know my way around wine. Does it always look like this, or is this for that party we heard of tonight?
Oh, you heard about my full moon party. I'm positively enamored about that. I suppose the rumor gets around it is quite an evening. But no, this is just how we do it here at Melville Winery. Nothing but the best.
I wish we were able to see what it would look like tonight.
Oh, would you like to come to the party? You barely need to ask. Newcomers with your style, please, let me extend you an invitation. And somebody else walks up with 4 invitations sealed with a maroon seal.
Well, that was easy.
And that's where we'll end tonight. You have your invitations to the full moon party at the Melville Winery that evening. You still have the run of the place for now and are more than welcome to explore what you will. But invitations in hand, you have a lot of things in Dwillim to do. Before we go, I'll remind you, so to think about it for a week. You've been invited by Clara, the barkeep, to try and find out why the hell the crops are going awry here. Because she and her wife are having trouble growing things, and she knows that the town would reward you for that. But then she got sort of beat the shit out of her by some weird demon hounds. Then the next day you met a weird apothecary keeper called Nestor, who asked that you bring them Jeffrey Melville's finest possession so that they could cast a spell and make a potion that could find out what the fuck is going on with him. And then finally you went to this winery and you met this tiefling, Jeffrey Melville, who owns this winery, and he seems lovely, if not snobby as hell, and invites you to his party that night. Yeah! Oh no! We just got a raid right now! We're finishing! Oh shit!
Would we call Jeffrey snobby?
Oh no! What's that?
I said, would we call Jeffrey snobby? I'm unconvinced.
I mean, there's a scale here, and he's on it. So are you, and you might be at the same level. Hi, Intrepid DM! You have caught us just as we're ending. But I really appreciate the raid, and we just finished, what's it called when you do a recap at the end? A post-cap? That's probably not a thing. But
Recap is the word.
damn it. Yeah, I've been talking for like 6 hours, literally straight now. I'm losing words. But thank you so much, Horse Force. You have not exactly killed a few dog demons, but you've definitely found out that Dwillim is a weird place. You think it's a sleepy town, but maybe it's a weird place. And next week, we'll come back and figure out who you decide to help and why. Perhaps everybody. Dun, 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 dun. Let's do an outro of everybody. Let's go the other way around that we did. Let's start with Lucas, and we'll go counterclockwise back up.
I'm Lucas Stark on all the things. I'm the Mystery Entertainer, or at Mystery Entertainer. I'm a magician and a mentalist and a circus performer, and I am in love with this new wacky hobbit town. And I feel like we abandoned our previous home and we just live here from here on out.
We live here now. Amazing. Boop. Ray.
I'm Ray Lockdust, Ray Lockdust comedy on anything and everything that I'm not just Ray Lockdust on. I do a lot of things, including makeup and social work, but like, don't Google me for that.
Great. just click the links in the chat. That's yeah. Babia Majora.
I am Babia Majora. I sometimes do burlesque and drag. Sometimes I do this now. My partner just got home, so perfect timing.
Nice.
Check me out on Instagram or Twitter. You can on Facebook, but I don't really do that much anymore. So
Facebook is like I don't know. It's a weird.
It means I'm stressed.
It's an odd place now. It's an odd place.
I just learned I had a Twitter in your chat, so.
Oh. You do it. I tag you in it a lot.
I know.
It's fine. Social media, it's hard. And last but not least, Nathan.
Hey, okay. I don't really have a social media presence. I like to play D&D. You find me here every Tuesday.
Not every Tuesday, but definitely next Tuesday.
Next Tuesday.
Yep. I'm Saint Stella, and I'm so sorry, Raiders, that you rolled in at the last minute, but please go back and watch the VOD, because this is an awesome team, and they're really fun to play with, and I feel like Dwillim, I purposely made a bit of an off-kilter sort of adventure for them to, roll through, but I think for Rug's sake, there'll be more smashing next week. And for everyone's sake, there'll be a lot of weirdos. So thank you so much for hanging out. And please stay tuned for Adventures in Asterie, because that's the name of this, and I gave it a name, every Tuesday. And starting in 2 weeks, Thursday, I'm going to be doing Show and Tello with Saint Stella, because that's what we're calling it. We're doing it. Where I'll be talking to a bunch of cool creators of all kinds, from the RPG world, from the burlesque world, theater world, illustration, and we'll be talking about where our creativity comes from, and why we make art, and how hard it is, and what we love about it, and where inspiration comes from. And I kind of want to keep talking to see how long Nathan can hold his finger there. But I'm going to end the show now.
All the time.
Oh, goddamn night. Okay, thank you everyone so much. We'll see you next Tuesday at 7:30. Thank you very, very much for hanging out. Good night!